Want to speak real German from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at GermanPod101.com.
Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Henrik. Welcome to a brand new episode of GermanPod101.com with me, for you. Today we're going to talk about what are your top 10 language learning goals for the year. The year is still new, some months already in, but still enough time to reach all the goals that you have. So, what could those be? We'll see in a second. Let's go. Ich werde die Survival Phrases Series auf GermanPod101.com beenden, indem ich mir 2 Lektionen jeden Tag anhöre. I'll finish Survival Phrases Series on GermanPod101.com by listening 2 phrases a day. Survival with German language requires some survival lessons, I guess. Go through the survival lessons and take care you follow all the steps I'm going through with you today, and then we'll make sure that you will be on track with all your goals in learning German. Ich werde ein deutsches Buch zu Ende lesen, indem ich 10 Seiten jeden Tag lese. I'll finish reading 1 German book by reading 10 pages a day. I know we have some great German philosophers like Goethe and Schiller. Maybe you should not start with this kind of stuff, it's a bit heavy. Even German speakers struggle to understand all that stuff. Take something easy and then reading is fun. I think reading German is a great way to master the German language, so go ahead, 10 pages a day, make sure. Ich werde meinen Deutschtest bestehen. I'll pass my German test. Yeah, whatever test that is, like there's all this A1, A2, B1, B2, or if it's test stuff, there's the Goethe Institute. All those are great. If you plan on studying in German, then you have to reach a specific level and pass in a test. I think that's usually either the Goethe Institute or the C1, and there's test stuff, DSH. So if you plan on studying in Germany, you should make sure that you pass on one of those tests. They're a bit higher than the B2 level, and yeah, listening to these lessons here is the first way to get there. Ich werde einen deutschen Film komplett verstehen, indem ich ihn jeden Tag gucke. I'll fully understand 1 German movie by watching it every day. I'm not so sure if that's the best way to do it. Might get quite boring after the 3rd, 4th or 5th time. But I don't know, if you like binge watching all over the same movie, then it might be a good idea to just switch over to German at one point. So if you already know all the phrases by heart in your mother tongue, that could be a way. I like Bad Boys. That's a good movie. Wouldn't watch it every day though. Okay, I think we'll find better ways to make you learn German without you having to watch the same movie every day all over again. Okay, let's try with the next one. Ich werde vor meinen deutschen Freunden auf Deutsch eine 3 Minuten lange Vorstellungsrede halten. I'll give a 3-minute introductory speech in German to my German friends. First thing to do here is find some German friends. If you live somewhere else, I don't know. But on the other hand, yeah, Germans are everywhere. So just go out, shout some of the stuff that you already learned with me, and then whoever speaks German will be like, oh, I understood that. So you can find some German friends this way. Then give them your 3-minute introductory speech, and then they already know who you are. And so, yeah, maybe they are friends afterwards. Maybe not, but at least you've mastered one of the steps to reach your German goals for the year. Ich werde 5 deutsche Lieder auswendig lernen. I'll memorize 5 German songs. Ooh, that's a hard one. Even I don't memorize 5 German songs. I know maybe 99 Red Balloons. That's a good one, easy to remember. Could start with that. I do know more English songs, they're the better songs. Unless you really like German music, then we have some cool rock bands. There's Die Toten Hosen, should listen to that stuff, good stuff. Or Die Ärzte, same direction. If you manage to memorize 5 German songs, please leave a note and sing them. I want to know. Ich werde 350 Wörter durch Karteikarten auf GermanPod101.com zu Ende auswendig lernen. I'll finish memorizing 350 words with flashcards on GermanPod101.com. That's a pretty long one, okay, so one more time, pretty slow. Ich werde 350 Wörter durch Karteikarten auf GermanPod101.com, right here, zu Ende auswendig lernen. Yeah, flashcards are a very good way, like the little flashcards. Write down the words. After writing down 350 words, you probably already know most of them, so that's the way to go. The horse agrees. I used to learn with flashcards also, but flashcards definitely is a good way to go for. Ich werde 10 Postkarten auf Deutsch an meine deutschen Freunde schreiben. I write 10 postcards in German to my German friends. Yeah, again, first find some German friends that you can send the postcards to. If you haven't been successful in the mall with shouting around and giving you a 3-minute introductory speech, and you haven't found any German friends yet, just write 10 German postcards to your grandma. Grandmas love postcards. Just, I don't know, add some little pictures of yourself and they'll be totally fine. I don't know, grandmas are full of surprise. Maybe they even speak German. But yeah, you see, it's worth finding some German friends so that you can give you a 3-minute introductory speech. You can send 10 German postcards. German friends are very useful. People say it's hard to find German friends. That's not true. We're everywhere. We're nice people. Ich werde lernen, wie man über vergangene, gegenwärtige und zukünftige Ereignisse spricht. I'll learn how to talk about past, present and future events. I think it's worth also to grab a German grammar book. That way you can also do your 10 pages in German a day and study the German past and present forms. Because yeah, my lessons are very good to learn some new vocab and to get a little bit the feeling of the language and get some cultural insights. But I'm not really going into detail too much with grammar. So in my opinion, to really study grammar, a book is the best way to go because you can really like sit down, think. It's also a bit like you can use your flashcards and write down the different forms of a verb in the past and in the future. Future, it's there. Past, there. Present, right here. Vergangenheit, Zukunft, Gegenwart. That's 3 years ago, so dreamers, I don't know, memorizers, and right here we are. Gegenwart. Ich werde 150 Wörter meistern, indem ich 5 Wörter pro Tag auswendig lerne. I'll master 150 words by learning 5 words a day. That's a good goal. New words, broaden your vocab. 5 new words is good, like it's not too much in the beginning. After a couple of days it gets more, like after 7 for example, after a week you would be with 35 words. 35 words are good, you can make a lot of sentences, maybe not so much sense, but a lot of sentences with 35 words. But yeah, no kidding, I mean, having the goal of every day having 5 new words is pretty good, so you always kind of really broaden your horizon, and of course from time to time you'll forget some, but therefore you have your flashcards to repeat, and yet also it gives you the chance to really get a little step forward day by day. So 5 words every day. So that's it for the day. I hope you liked the lesson. I hope you get yourself a planner, what you have to do to keep on track with your German for the end of the year. We're in April right now here. You see weather, sometimes blue, sometimes gray. Getting closer to summer, but still in the beginning of the year. You still got all the opportunities to learn German this year, so follow the steps I told you. So yeah, leave a comment if you liked it. If you didn't like it, don't leave a comment. No, tell me what I could improve. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and then I see you next time. Bye bye. Yeah, I know. You hear that horse? Okay, anyways. I think really the only song everybody here knows is probably 99 Red Balloons. 99 Luftballons. Yeah? You know that one too. Yeah, see. I'm not gonna sing it for you. You have to memorize it, not me.
Hi everyone, welcome to German Top Words. Today we'll be learning about 10 phrases to help you in an emergency. Alright. Bitte rufen Sie die Polizei. Bitte rufen Sie die Polizei. Call the police, please. Yeah, so if you got caught in an emergency, then you can just say to someone, call the police, please. Haben Sie Fieber? Haben Sie Fieber? Do you have a fever? So if someone's not feeling well or looks really sick, or if you're at the doctor, then he might ask, haben Sie Fieber? Ich habe meinen Reisepass verloren. Ich habe meinen Reisepass verloren. I lost my passport. I once thought I had lost my passport, but then luckily I found it in my suitcase, so I was safe. Nothing happened. Ich glaube, ich habe etwas Schlechtes gegessen. Ich glaube, ich habe etwas Schlechtes gegessen. I think I ate something bad. So when you're not feeling well, when you have a stomach ache, then you would say, ich glaube, ich habe etwas Schlechtes gegessen. Ich brauche einen Arzt. Ich brauche einen Arzt. I need a doctor. If you want someone to call an ambulance, then you would be like, ich brauche einen Arzt. But that sounds really, really urgent. Ich finde den Weg nicht zurück zu meinem Hotel. Ich finde den Weg nicht zurück zu meinem Hotel. I can't find the way back to my hotel. So if you're, for example, in a foreign country and you took a walk and you got lost suddenly, then you could go to some person and say, ich finde den Weg nicht zurück zu meinem Hotel. Can you help me, please? Können Sie mir helfen? Gibt es eine Apotheke in der Nähe? Gibt es eine Apotheke in der Nähe? Is there a pharmacy nearby? So in Germany, there are many different pharmacies. They're called Apotheke, like Sonnenapotheke or something Apotheke. They all have different names. And it's also a very common occupation to be an Apotheker, to be a pharmacist. Ich habe mich verlaufen. Ich habe mich verlaufen. I'm lost. And then you could add, can you help me, please? Können Sie mir helfen? Ich brauche einen Krankenwagen. Ich brauche einen Krankenwagen. I need an ambulance. When something really, really bad happened, like you broke your leg or you're suffering under really, really bad pain, then you would say, ich brauche einen Krankenwagen. Or, könnt ihr einen Krankenwagen rufen? Can you please call an ambulance? Bitte rufen Sie die Feuerwehr. Bitte rufen Sie die Feuerwehr. Please call the fire department. If you see a fire somewhere, if your house is burning, then say to someone, bitte rufen Sie die Feuerwehr. Or just, Feuerwehr. Okay, so these were 10 phrases to help you in an emergency. I hope you will never use them. I don't want you to get caught in an emergency. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Don't forget to check out our website, GermanPod101.com. Bye. Peace.
Hi, welcome to German Top Words. My name is Elisa and today's topic is 10 phrases for bad students. I hope you're none of them, but let's get started. Aufschieben, procrastinate. Ich muss auch zugeben, dass ich manchmal bestimmte Sachen aufschiebe. I have to admit that sometimes some things I procrastinate as well. Yeah, I think when you have a goal in mind, it's the best to just do it right away instead of maybe, saying, oh, I'll do it next week or tomorrow, even if it's just studying for like 10 minutes or something, or 20 a day. It makes a big difference. Bei einem Test mogeln, to cheat on a test. Bei einem Test mogeln, to cheat on a test. Es hilft einem selber nicht, wenn man bei einem Test mogelt. It doesn't help you anyways if you cheat on a test. Well, I think if you really want to learn something or if you really study, you actually don't even need to cheat because it's all in your head. Oh, I sound like a mom, don't cheat. Die Klasse nicht bestehen. To fail a class. Die Klasse nicht bestehen. To fail a class. Es gibt einige Studenten, die die Klasse nicht bestehen. There are a few students who fail a class, and which is okay. I mean, sometimes, you studied hard for another class, or you just simply weren't interested, and then you just have to take it again. Maybe it's even a good thing, and always stay positive. Keine Hausaufgaben machen. To not do homework. Keine Hausaufgaben machen. To not do homework. Ich muss zugeben, dass ich auch paar Mal meine Hausaufgaben vergessen habe. I have to admit that I also didn't do homework sometimes. Yeah, so my mom actually always told me to do my homework right away after school before I can go out play or just see my friends. So that's how I grew up, and yeah, I think that's a good way to just not forget about it. Schikanieren. To bully. Schikanieren. To bully. Es ist nie gut, jemanden zu schikanieren. It is never good to bully another person. Schwänzen. To skip class. Schwänzen. To skip class. Manchmal hatte ich auch einfach Lust, meine Klasse zu schwänzen. Sometimes I was almost gonna skip some classes. Well, you know, we always have our favorite classes and not, and so yeah, sometimes it's okay to think about these things. I think it's normal and it's very human, but yeah, try not to skip class. Nicht die Regeln befolgen. To not follow rules. Nicht die Regeln befolgen. To not follow rules. Ich finde, manchmal ist es aber gut, nicht die Regeln zu befolgen. Yeah, so what I meant with sometimes I think it's good to not follow rules, it's, yeah, follow laws and don't hurt anybody, but like languages, there's no, of course there's rules, but there's also some things that cannot be explained. Yeah, just say what you instantly mean, because that's what native speakers do. Plagiat. Plagiarism. Plagiat. Plagiarism. Plagiate sind nie ein gutes Zeichen und bringen dich nicht weiter. Plagiarism is never a good sign or way, and at the end it won't bring you forward in anything. And I think that's something we all learn at school anyways, and it's called, well, in German it's called Fußnote, footnote, where you have a certain area in an essay to put the books or the authors you used in your essay. Schwänzer, truant. Schwänzer, truant. Ich glaube, dass ein Schwänzer es nie weit bringt. I believe that a truant never makes it far in life. Faul, lazy. Faul, lazy. Es ist wichtig, eine Balance zu haben. Also glaube ich schon, dass es okay ist, an manchen Tagen faul zu sein. I think you need a balance in your life, so it is okay to be lazy sometimes. I think that's important, and we need that to be motivated. That's a good way to end the lesson. Thank you for watching the 10 phrases for bad students. I hope you're not one of them, but I would love to know if one of the words you learned actually applied to you, or maybe you've skipped class one time. Let me know in the comments about your experiences. And don't forget to subscribe. I hope to see you soon. Bye. Because,
Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Henrik. Welcome to a new episode of GermanPod101.com. As today it's the 30th birthday of my brother, I thought let's put a topic that suits today, and today we're going on about top 10 gifts you must know in German. Let's go and have fun. By the way, this is the party room. We're gonna have the party tonight. So right at the spot, we're gonna finish up the lesson and then I'm gonna change and hit the dance floor, right? Okay, as I'm a nice person, let's start with the easy one. Laptop. Laptop. Same word German, same word English. Ich habe einen neuen Laptop gekauft. I bought a new laptop computer. Yeah, laptops are very useful. I use laptops to prepare my lessons for you guys. Yeah, I think today, either for school, for work, for everywhere you need a laptop. So a laptop is always a good present, especially when you're still going to school and you probably also want to use it for gaming or making music or whatever. It's nice to have a laptop. Very good laptops, very expensive, but you know that, right? The good part of this word, it's the same in English as it's in German, so very easy to remember. Laptop. Laptop. Parfüm. Perfume. Dieses Parfüm riecht echt gut. This perfume smells really good. I guess, yeah, this is a very good present for your girlfriend or for your mom or just for any female person. But don't be so stereotypical. Also, men like to have a good smell. So maybe try for your daddy's next birthday to give him a perfume. Could be surprised. By the way, my favorite one is the Giorgio Armani perfume. Very good smell. Buch. Book. Ich lese gerade ein gutes Buch. I'm reading a good book at the moment. I don't know if you like to read. I do sometimes. I'm just a bit lazy because I'm so slow reading. But right now I actually do read a book. My favorite author is Ken Follett. Don't know if you've heard about him. Does really good history-based romance. You should try it. Ken Follett, good author. My favorite. Weltkarte. World map. Ich mag es, auf der Weltkarte zu stöbern. I like to browse around the world map. Indeed, I love it. World maps are so cool. You can just dream of all the places you want to go, and I don't know, South America seems so close to Europe, or even Australia is not that far away, and I just like to look at it and imagine what happens in this part of the world. So, if you were looking for a present for me, a world map would be a good choice. Kamera. Camera. Kannst du mir vielleicht heute deine Kamera ausleihen? Could you lend me your camera today? Yeah, also very easy one. Camera, almost the same thing. But if you want to give a camera as a present, I think it should be a really good one. Because instead of giving a crappy one, you should give what I'm telling you next. Smartphone. Smartphone. Es gibt viel zu viele verschiedene Smartphone-Modelle. There are too many types of smartphones. Indeed, there are a lot, and I just recently ordered a new one. It didn't arrive yet, so you still got my old crappy smartphone videos. But yeah, I didn't know how to choose. The choice is too big. But instead of giving a crappy camera, just give a legit smartphone, and I think you should be good, because everybody knows today smartphone cameras are pretty nice. So yeah, that's the cool thing. I mean, the choice of smartphones is huge, but also there are many really good ones. So you don't need to give crappy cameras anymore. If somebody really appreciates photographs, give them a very nice camera, but other than that, smartphone might be the better choice. Lexikon, Dictionary. Ich habe ein Englisch-Französisch-Lexikon. I have an English-French dictionary. Honestly, I don't know if a dictionary is really the best present. Maybe for the nerds. If there are nerds, yeah, give them dictionaries. Just dictionaries about stuff. I actually do have a French-English dictionary, so maybe I'm a nerd. I mean, I do videos and stuff. No, that's my best gift idea for the day. Ein Freiflug nach Deutschland. A free flight to Germany. Sie hat einen Freiflug nach Deutschland in der Lotterie gewonnen. She won a free flight to Germany in the lottery. Yeah, you must be really lucky to win it in the lottery, so that's why I'm telling you it's a very good gift idea, okay? If you have parents watching and you have kids and you want to be a very good parent and give a very nice present, give them a free flight to Germany so that they could learn German right on the spot. Another very good one. Schokolade, chocolate. Kinder lieben Schokolade. Children love chocolate. Yeah, that's true, so want to make a kid happy? Just give him some chocolates. I personally prefer more the gum stuff, but chocolate is good. Tee. Tea. Der Tee war mir einfach zu bitter. The tea was just too bitter. Yeah, my sister, she loves tea. I actually gave her tea for her birthday once. If you're coming from England, then you could give some nice cups of tea. They have good tea in England. Sorry for that. No, but yeah, I mean, there are people who love tea. I'm not a coffee person, but my sister, she loves tea, so I gave her tea for her birthday. Yeah, but yeah, if you have little kids, you better stick to chocolate. I hope in this lesson today you get some good ideas for presents or for gifts. If not, I hope that at least you picked up some German. I'm looking forward for the party today. I need to still prepare some stuff here. I don't know if you've noticed, it looks quite nice, right? But there's stuff to do. So, I wish you a good day. That's it for today. My brother arrives with a motorcycle, so ciao ciao. See you next time. Party, party.
Okay, hey everyone! Today we'll be talking about the 5 most popular German bands. Rammstein. Rammstein, a hard rock band. Rammstein, so Rammstein. Rammstein, a hard rock band. Rammstein ist eine international sehr bekannte deutsche Hardrock-Band. Rammstein is an internationally well-known German hard rock band. Tokyo Hotel. Tokyo Hotel. Tokyo Hotel, a rock band. Tokyo Hotel. Tokyo Hotel, a rock band. Tokyo Hotel ist eine deutsche Rockband, die 2001 gegründet wurde. Tokyo Hotel ist eine deutsche Rockband, die 2001 gegründet wurde. Yes, so I remember them. They were very famous when I was a teenager, and they had like all these 13-year-old girls fans, and yeah, they were really crazy about them, but yeah, that's it. Die Ärzte. Die Ärzte. Die Ärzte, a punk band. Die Ärzte, a punk band. Die Ärzte sind eine der bekanntesten deutschen Punk-Rock-Bands. Die Ärzte sind eine der bekanntesten deutschen Punk-Rock-Bands. Die Ärzte is one of the best-known German punk-rock bands. Yes, so they're very long existing too. They came out with this very famous song. It's very old. It was called Männer sind Schweine. Men are pigs. And it went, Männer sind Schweine. Like, yeah, it was, they were talking very bad about men. Yeah, they became very famous with it, so. Scorpions. Scorpions. Scorpions, a rock band. Scorpions. Scorpions, a rock band. Rudolf Schenker ist das einzige konstante Mitglied der Scorpions. The Scorpions' only constant member has been Rudolf Schenker. I don't know them that well. I didn't even know they were a German band. Modern Talking. Modern Talking, a pop band. Modern Talking. Modern Talking, a pop band. Die sehr bekannte Band Modern Talking besteht aus Dieter Bohlen und Thomas Anders. Die sehr bekannte Band Modern Talking bestand aus Dieter Bohlen und Thomas Anders. The very famous band Modern Talking consisted of Dieter Bohlen and Thomas Anders. Dieter Bohlen is actually one of the judges of Deutschland sucht den Superstar, which is similar to American Idol, or the singing competition show. Okay, so these were the 5 most popular German bands. If you have any German bands that you like, let me know. I'd be very curious about it. Don't forget to check out our website, GermanPod101.com. See you in the next video. Bye!
Want to speak real German from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at GermanPod101.com.
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm glad you're here. I'm Henrik. Welcome to a new episode of GermanPod101.com. Today our topic will be Mars. I will teach you must-know Mars words. And with Mars I don't mean the Mars planet, I mean math, the subject in school. Only that we Germans sometimes struggle with the TH, so don't get confused here, alright? Let's get started. Number 1. Mathematik. Math. Mein Lieblingsfach in der Schule ist Mathematik. My favorite subject in school is math. Yeah, well, for me actually that counts because I kind of liked math. It was so logic. It was numbers. It was right or wrong. It couldn't be like German, for instance, where you could say, oh, yeah, this is kind of right, but it's also kind of could be seen differently. No, math is cool. Math is direct. Math is like, yes, it's 1 or 0. Right or wrong. Number 2. Zahl. Number. Die Zahlen 11 und 17 sind beides Primzahlen. Numbers 11 and 17 are both prime numbers. Yeah, it took me a long time really to understand what are prime numbers when I was a kid. Hard to imagine that I liked math, right? But yeah, eventually I got it, all those numbers which are not dividable except for by itself and by 1. So as we're here in my study room, you can see in the background there's also my keyboard. So whenever studying became a little bit boring for me, I went back there, played a little to distract me from all the studies. So I tried to make it not too boring, not too dry for you guys, even though math is a heavy topic for those who are not so loving with our numbers. But let's just go on, let's move on, let's proceed. Nummer 3, number 3, 1/2, a half. Ich trinke meinen Tee mit 1,5 Löffeln Zucker. I drink my tea with 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. In Germany, I don't know if you've heard about that, it's quite common to drink tea or coffee also without sugar, without any sugar. Of course, there are people who put sugar in their teas, but for example, I like tea or coffee, whatever, even without sugar. And 1.5, it's a lot of sugar, so if I would put sugar, I would just put a half, 1/2. Nummer 4, Prozent, percent. 50% von 12 sind 6. 50% of 12 is 6. Mathematically correct, German correct, English correct, easy sentence for you guys, right? Percent also sounds very similar to Prozent in German. Prozent, percent, very similar. Easy one, let's move on. Nummer 5. Gerade, even. Die Zahl 8 ist ein Beispiel für eine gerade Zahl. Number 8 is an example for an even number. Yeah, as you probably know, even numbers are all the ones 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, which are just even. Don't know a better way to describe it. I personally believe even numbers are more beautiful than uneven numbers, but that's up to you. Nummer 6, ungerade, odd. Die Nummer 11 ist ein Beispiel für eine ungerade Zahl. The number 11 is an example for an uneven number. Even numbers, now we have odd numbers. In German it's a little bit easier, it's just gerade and ungerade. So in many things, if it's the opposite in German, you just put un in front of it. For example, if you measure something really exactly, you say genau, and if it's really incredibly unspecific, not exact at all, it's ungenau. So just put un in front of the word, making the meaning the opposite, or making it like deny the actual meaning. So gerade, even, ungerade, uneven, or in terms of numbers, odd. German logic and words is good. Nummer 7. Berechnen, to calculate. Können Sie die Kosten für die Lebensmittel berechnen? Can you calculate the cost of the groceries? Yeah, my grocery costs are not too big, my fridge is always empty. There's not too much to calculate about it. I could maybe eat a little more, then I would also have to calculate more costs for my groceries. Nummer 8. Number 8. Plus. 1 plus 1 ist 2. 1 plus 1 makes 2. Super easy one. Just like plus is almost plus. You probably will not get too much confusion with this word. Calculating in German is probably as simple as it is in English for you guys. Number 9. Probably you guessed it already. Minus. Minus. 8 minus 1 is 7. 8 minus 1 is 7. Is that too simple for you guys? So let's put 8 minus 5. That's harder. 8 minus 5 is 3. 8 minus 5 is 3. Yeah, you can go on. I mean, I'm probably not the right one to teach you plus and minus. I'm here to teach you the words. And you see minus, minus, almost as simple as plus and plus. Calculating in German, you got it. Number 10, Nummer 10. Mal, times. 3 mal 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. Yeah, there is this, do you know Pippi Longstrump? This, not cartoon, but child story character. And there's a song, I don't even know how it is in English, but in German the thing, 3 mal 3 macht 9, wie. Going on, and so it's like 3 times 3 makes 9, da la la la. That's probably the easiest way to remember what is 3 times 3 in case you're not so good with numbers. There's a math rule is in German Punkt vor Strich, means points before stripes, like plus and minus, it's kind of like stripes, whereas mal and geteilt, there are dots. Calculating, if you have a chain of numbers, you always first calculate the dots, the times, and the divided by, before you calculate plus and minus. Why I'm telling you this? Just to show we did it the opposite way, we had plus minus. Now we have mal. That's already it for our lesson today. If you have any more questions about German or about math, I might be helpful or not, well, depending on how much you believe in my math knowledge after this lesson. I'd be happy to see some comment of you. Subscribe to the channel GermanPod101.com. Visit the page GermanPod101.com. You will find more videos, maybe even some more spicier than just math and numbers if you're not such a big fan of it. I hope to see you again. I had fun. Bye bye. Auf Wiedersehen. Everybody, what's up? I'm Henrik. Welcome to a new episode of GermanPod101.com. You see, it's still not the best weather ever here in Germany, but soon we're getting there. And then I can totally recommend you to come here, travel here. And what do you need for traveling? Exactly. You need 20 phrases you must know for traveling. Here we go. First phrase, when you don't know where to go, you ask, könnte ich eine Karte bekommen? Could I have a map? Actually, you could also ask this to your friend who is going to traveling, because card also works for postcard. So if you have to stay home and not traveling, you can ask for a Karte, for a card, or you can ask for a map, which we also call Karte, and then you can find your way. Number 2, very important sentence. Sprechen Sie Englisch? Do you speak English? Here in Germany, it's quite common, people do speak English, even though the older ones not so much. But whenever you meet like a young couple or young people on the street and you really cannot find your way or you're really struggling, you can always try to even talk to them in English. But if you want to be polite, you can ask in German, Sprechen Sie Englisch? And then the person will know, oh, okay, sure, I'm going to try to help you out. Gibt es einen Bus vom Flughafen in die Stadt? Is there a bus from the airport to the city? Often airports are kind of outside of the city, right? In Germany, or actually in Europe, we have Ryanair. Probably you've heard about it. It's like cheap airline, but we all want to save money, so it's good. But often the airports of this Ryanair are actually not in the city. So if you fly Ryanair to Barcelona, you end up, I don't know, 100 kilometers out of Barcelona, and then you always have to take a bus. This also happens in Germany. For example, the Frankfurt airport of Ryanair is about 100 kilometers out of Frankfurt. So you will have to ask for a bus to the city. How do you do this? Gibt es einen Bus vom Flughafen in die Stadt? Number 4. Ist das WLAN kostenlos? Is the Wi-Fi free? It's getting more and more there here in Germany. I remember when I was traveling in the US, you could get free Wi-Fi everywhere, even in the streets. Yeah, I'm sorry, we're not that far here now, but more and more places, train stations, airports have free Wi-Fi. So you must be pretty unlucky to not find free Wi-Fi when you're like flying in or coming by train. So yeah, bring your devices, and in any case you can ask, Sprechen Sie Englisch? Do you speak English? To find your way. Number 5. Haben Sie freie Zimmer für heute Nacht? Do you have any vacancies for tonight? Yeah, if you're going to a hotel or hostel or I don't know, an apartment and you haven't booked previously or ahead, then first of all you need to know if there's any space left for you, or if you should go on and search for another place if you don't want to crash on somebody's couch. So then go to the hotel, go to the reception, ask if they're free rooms, and usually they should be able to help you out. Unless, I mean, you could also just walk through the streets and ring a doorbell and ask, haben Sie freie Zimmer? Do you have vacancies? But this might get you in trouble with police, I don't know. Number 6. Könnte ich in ein anderes Zimmer wechseln? Could I move to a different room? If you're really unhappy with your room and you're like, oh gosh, no, I don't want to stay here, then you ask the receptionist, hey, could I move to another room? It didn't happen to me so far. I was quite lucky whenever I was traveling, I had pretty nice rooms. But I have heard it happens, like if it's 30 or I don't know, the neighbors of the other room are super loud, doing whatever. Then it's legit to ask for a different room. If you want to change your room and you ask in German, they're probably even more willing to help you out. Number 7. Ich habe eine Reservierung. I have a reservation. Yeah, this is what usually is the case, not like previously when you had to ask if there's any room left. Usually you have a reservation and then everything works kind of itself. You just go to the desk, ask, hey, ich habe eine Reservierung. And then they'll be like, oh, okay, what's your name? And if you watch my other videos, you will know how to say your name in German, and then you can check in your hotel all in German, all good. And you have a perfect start for your trip. Könnten wir das Menü haben, bitte? Could we have the menu, please? Yeah, going to a restaurant, you of course want to know what the food offering is before you just order anything. The waiter comes with the menu, and you can open it, search for your entree and for your drink. Beer I'd recommend, and then, oh, what I'm gonna eat, Schnitzel. Eat Schnitzel. Schnitzel is awesome. Good German food. I love it. Haben Sie Empfehlungen? Do you have any recommendations? Yeah, if you don't want to listen to my recommendation, eating Schnitzel and having a beer, you can also ask the waiter for recommendations of the house. Often they're even like special offers or menu of the day, something like that. Yeah, just go ahead and ask for recommendations. Often you even like will be surprised of some cool food you wouldn't have thought of if you have chosen by yourself. Now we're getting to the sad part of all the restaurant evening. Die Rechnung bitte. Could I have the check, please? Yeah, of course, if you eat in a restaurant, in the end there's always a payment. And if you want to ask for the check or for the bill in Germany, that's die Rechnung. So you can just point out your finger to the waiter, die Rechnung bitte, and he will be happy to bring you the bill. You can leave a little tip. We usually tip about like 10%, and then everything is fine. Ich bin allergisch gegen Erdnüsse. I'm allergic to peanuts. Yeah, this happens. If you don't eat peanuts, and if you're not sure whether there are peanuts in your food or not, it's a good idea to ask or just to raise attention to the waiter. Hey, ich bin allergisch gegen Erdnüsse, so please don't bring me any peanuts. Number 12. Wasser bitte. Water, please. Other than in the US, in Germany it's not common that you get free water at the table during your evening in the restaurant. You always have to order it, unfortunately. So whatever you want to drink, if it's beer, Coke, or just like water from the sink, you would always have to order it and pay it. So don't expect the waiter to bring you water for free. If you order water, then it also will appear on the bill. But therefore we used to have sparkling water, which in my opinion is way better than just sink water. Come on, it's so boring. Wie viel kostet das? How much is this? Yeah, if you're really thirsty, want the water, but are kind of out of money, then you should ask maybe how much it is, and then you can use this phrase, wie viel kostet das? How much is this? Or yeah, anything in the souvenir store, there's like this stupid little thing you want to bring home, but you don't want to spend a fortune on it, then better ask before, how much is this? Wie viel kostet das? Oh, see, sun is coming out. Now's the right time to travel here. First learn the sentences, but then travel here. Yeah, you see, when the sun is shining like this, you should pack your stuff. Ich möchte 10 von diesen. I'd like 10 of these. I remember when I went to Brazil, there's always this so-called feira. It's like a fair where they sell food and toys and everything. But then, of course, the most exciting for me were the fruits, because they had so many exotic fruits. And then I went there and like, oh, I had like 10 of these and 5 of these and 3 of that, and there were fruits I've never seen, so I wanted to try. So this might happen to you if you come here, that you see fruits or vegetables that are not so common in your country. Then you can really use the sentence. Yeah, you should always try the new stuff. Ich möchte das hier. I'd like this. Coming back, if you're at the fair and you really don't know, like there's something you've never seen, but then you want to point at it and say you want this, and you want to impress the one who's selling you, the seller, speaking German, then you can just say, ich möchte dies. And he will be like, cool, here you got it. Number 16. Könnten Sie mir einen Rabatt geben? Could you give me a discount? Also, this happens. We have flea markets where there's people sell their used stuff, or even on the markets, on the Sunday farmers market, whatever. Sometimes you can try to negotiate, and you can always ask. It's not impolite. If you feel like, oh cool, this is a place where it's just common to negotiate a little, you can ask for a discount. Even though don't expect too much. I know in other countries it's common that okay, the price is 20, but he's already happy if he gets 10. Yeah, no, here it's more like if the price is 20, you can maybe negotiate it down to 18, or it always depends. Also, I mean, if you ask in German, probably you will waste your chances that you really get a discount, because they will appreciate your effort to speak German. Don't be pushy on it, but try and negotiate it a little and you might get your discount. Nehmen Sie Kreditkarte? Do you take credit card? You should definitely bring your credit card. In most supermarkets and yeah, stores, whatever, you can use the credit card, but still there's a lot of like smaller shops or the flea market. Apparently they usually don't take credit cards, so it's not as widespread as in the US, but we're getting there. We still like our cash in our hands, see what we're paying with. It's also dangerous to always pay by credit card. You don't really see how much money you spend, especially on holiday. You're more like, oh cool, I want to enjoy my time, spend some money here, spend some money there, and then credit card in. And then just returning home, you get the letter with all the money you spent, and you're like, oh holy, that was a lot of money. Number 18. Wo ist der Bahnhof? Where is the train station? In case you need to go back to the airport, want to take the train, and you don't know where the train station are, then you're probably in trouble. So you should check beforehand on your map, or yeah, I don't know, take a cab or something. But maybe you're not late, maybe you have plenty of time, and then just want to find the way yourself. You can go and ask, hey, where's the train station? You need to catch a flight. Entschuldigen Sie, wie hoch ist der Fahrpreis? Excuse me, what's the fare? In buses or trains, if you haven't bought your ticket previously ahead, then you might want to ask the driver what's the price before we're taking it, to not be surprised later. Yeah, bus tickets in the city usually are like, I'd say, $2.50. Train tickets apparently depend on how far you want to go. I think a train ticket from Berlin to Munich, for example, €50, I guess. Depends also if you book ahead or not. But yeah, if you ask the driver or anybody at the train station, you probably haven't booked ahead. It's always smarter to book ahead, then you can get way cheaper tickets, especially for trains. In buses, usually you're not really able to book a ticket ahead. You just buy it right there. And yeah, the driver in the bus always is happy to help you out when you're uncertain about the price. So just ask him. Number 20, selfie time. Könnten Sie ein Foto von mir machen? Could you take a picture of me, please? Yeah, nowadays this question is not asked so often anymore, because you always do your selfies, right? You do that? Like, I could actually film all this in selfie, but I would be too shaky, I guess. But if you want a proper picture, maybe of your group with everybody in it, and not just this long selfie arm, then you should ask a stranger on the street. And I told you previously that most Germans know at least a little English, so they would understand if you have a camera and say, oh, could you take a picture please, that you all want them to take a picture of you. Good sentence to know if you're traveling alone or with your partner or in a group and you want to have a picture. Then just ask, oh, könnten Sie ein Foto von mir machen? Könnten Sie bitte ein Foto von mir machen? Going back home after your travel, you see clouds are coming back, like I'm not in this bright sun anymore. Yeah, time to go home. Yeah, travel is over, let's go back home and then bus to the airport. Have a good flight. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, it was fun. So if you come to Germany, if you're traveling here now, you really know like some sentences here and there. You can, if your German is not that fluent yet, that you can spread in for you to enjoy your trip more, also for the people you meet, the Germans, to make them have a good time seeing your effort speaking German. I believe whenever I travel to some country, I should know at least some sentences, so this is your entry card for the first trip to Germany. yeah, if you want to learn more, subscribe to the channel at GermanPod101.com. I hope to see you next time. Leave some comments. Ciao, ciao.
Hello, welcome to German Top Words. My name is Elisa and today's topic is 10 happy words. So let's be happy and start. Aufgeregt, excited. Aufgeregt, excited. Ich bin aufgeregt, jetzt mit euch dieses Video zu drehen. I am excited to film this video. Dynamisch, energetic. Dynamisch, energetic. Ich versuche jeden Tag meinen Tag sehr dynamisch zu starten. I try to start my day very energetic. I wake up with a big smile. That makes a big difference. If you try, you know, most people are not morning people, but I think if you start the day with a smile, then it will be a good day. Entspannt, relaxed. Entspannt, relaxed. Normalerweise ist der Sonntag mein Tag, wo ich entspanne. Usually Sundays is the day I relax. Maybe it's a very German thing, but Sundays is in Germany kind of a holy day for family to relax and just be with friends and not think about work or just anything. Freundlich, kind. Freundlich, kind. Meine Nachbarin ist sehr freundlich. My neighbor is very kind. Yeah, I think when you get along, especially with neighbors, that's very nice. And sometimes, you know, if you need something, you can just ring the bell and ask for certain things. So it's always good to be a kind neighbor. Remember that. Glücklich, happy. Glücklich, happy. Jeden Tag sollte man glücklich verbringen. Every day should be a happy day. Well, yeah, some of you who have been following my videos maybe know that usually I'm very happy. It actually takes a lot for me not to be happy. So, yeah, I think it's very positive and good for yourself to always be happy and learn German happily. Hoffnungsvoll, hopeful. Hoffnungsvoll, hopeful. Ich bin hoffnungsvoll, dass mein nächster Urlaub sehr gut sein wird. I am hopeful that my next summer vacation will be very good. I think we all look forward to our summer vacations and yeah, let me know what you have planned. Lachen, to laugh. Lachen, to laugh. Lachen ist ansteckend. To laugh is contagious. I think to laugh is a universal language and it just is a good way to start a conversation, or if you're new somewhere or in a country where you don't know, it's a good way to start and even learn a language by laughing. Lieben, to love. Lieben, to love. Ich liebe Hunde. I love dogs. Yes, I am a dog lover and well, if you've been following some of my other videos, I actually, well, my parents actually own a German Shepherd and he's really sweet and I really love him. And dogs are just very kind animals. Lustig, funny. Lustig, funny. Ich liebe lustige Filme. I love funny movies. Well, comedies, funny movies are such a good way to spend, for example, a Sunday afternoon. Mögen, to like. Mögen, to like. Was mögt ihr an der deutschen Sprache? What do you like most about the German language? Leave in the comments, I would love to know. Thank you for watching the 10 happy words. Don't forget to subscribe and I hope to see you soon. Bye.
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Henrik. Welcome to a new episode of GermanPod101.com. Today we talk about one of the most important things ever and everywhere. It's family. I'm out here, I'm standing at the barbecue place of my family. We come often here, sit together, have a barbecue. It's my family's farm here, so I'm in the right spot for this topic, so let's get it started. So the first word, already the most important, Familie. Family. Familie. Family. Ich habe eine große Familie. I have a big family. Yeah, that's true. I have, like, I don't know, my father, there were 4 siblings, and then from my stepmother there are 4 siblings. My mom only has 1 sibling, but then all of them have a lot of sons and daughters, so I have a big bunch of cousins. I think big family is a great thing. I talk from experience. Like right now it's Easter time, so we all will come together, have, I don't know, a Easter hunt or however that is called. That brings me to number 2. Vater. Father. Vater. Father. Mein Vater ist Deutsch. My father is German. Number 3. Ehemann. Husband. Ehemann. Husband. Mein Ehemann und ich sind seit 9 Jahren verheiratet. My husband and I have been married for 9 years. I don't have a husband, I don't have a wife, I only have a girlfriend yet. Who knows? Maybe it will change one day, I guess. Yeah, being married probably a great thing. Cannot tell from experience here, but in this case 9 years, that's a long time. Probably, or hopefully they're gonna stick together for longer. Husband, that's Ehemann. Number 4. Sohn. Son. Sohn. Son. Mein Sohn liebt es, Bilder zu malen. My son loves to paint pictures. Yeah, if the son is pretty small, often they love to paint pictures in the walls of grandma and granddad or uncle and aunt, and they will all be so happy about it, yeah? No, but it's cool, like son who has a son, I have a son, knows how precious that is. And if they paint, cool. If they paint on the wall, not as cool, but also not such a big trouble. You can just repaint it if you want. And we go on with the male family. Number 5. Bruder. Brother. Bruder. Brother. Ich habe einen Bruder. I have a brother. Actually, I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. As I said, big family. Also here, I think it's really cool to grow up with siblings, to have a brother, have a sister. I would never have liked to grow up as an only child. It's just like, I mean, there are all the fights and all this struggling for the attention of the parents, but somehow it all makes you like grow together and you learn how to divide, how to share things. And when you grow up, you always have your partner, your brother. That's a cool thing. Number 6. Onkel. Uncle. Onkel. Uncle. Mein Onkel züchtet Rinder. My uncle raises cattle. Again, uncle German, uncle English, very similar, very easy to remember, I guess. My uncle, at least one of them, actually doesn't raise cattle, but he's a farmer in a town not so far from here, so I love to go there. I'm living in a farm here, but also it's cool to go on his farm. But yeah, it would be so cool to have an uncle who actually raises cattle, like being a little bit of cowboy sometimes. Yeah, that's like a romantic imagination. I like to be a cowboy. Whee! Okay, like the wise man in the family. Number 7. Großvater. Grandfather. Großvater. Grandfather. Ich habe diese Uhr von meinem Großvater geerbt. I inherited this clock from my grandfather. Yeah, it's great to have a grandfather. For all of those of you who have, they always have these cool stories from back in the day. They are, at least in my experience, they have these great storytellers. They've seen the world and they can tell you about their experiences. They're so wise. Just maybe it's also growing up, having them being so much older that it just gives you so much respect of what they've experienced. So I don't know, I just like to listen to stories of my grandfather, meinem Großvater. Or actually what you also say instead of Großvater, which is a little bit more formal, is Opa. Just like, I don't even know exactly what you would say in a short form in the US or in England, but when we call, like we call daddy, our father, we would call our grandfather, hey Opa, 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 Opa. Like all the children, Opa's da. Like, oh, grandfather is there. Number 8. Schwiegervater. Father-in-law. Schwiegervater. Father-in-law. Ich gehe zum Spiel mit meinem Schwiegervater. I'm going to the game with my father-in-law. yeah, that's something really cool. If families come together, you have a boyfriend or a husband, wife, whatever, and you get along really good with the family of your partner as well. Especially, for example, if you're interested in the same sports, imagine you're even interested in the same team, you can go to a game together and just makes your families grow together even more. Bonding by sports, I think that's one of the easiest ways to do it, as long as you have the same interests. It doesn't really work to say, hey, let's go to see my team, and he's like, oh, I hate soccer. So, having all this male part of the family settled, let's go to the beautiful side, to our girls. Number 9, Mutter, mother. Mutter, mother. Meine Mutter macht unglaublich leckeren Apfelkuchen. My mother makes incredibly delicious apple pies. Yeah, whenever I come there, she's like, hey, can I prepare you something? Yeah, I think there are many moms who are really good in cooking something specific or even more things. Appreciate it as long as they enjoy doing it and it's not just like work for them. They enjoy doing something good for you, like mothers love to take care for their sons. I know this. And then you can enjoy the apple pie. She enjoys the time with you. Just go visit your mom and have an apple pie with her. Number 10, Tochter, daughter. Tochter, daughter. Unsere Tochter ist Doktorin. Our daughter is a doctor. Wow, great. That's a hard field of study, but she helps people to survive. Cool. Number 11, Schwester, sister. Schwester, sister. Ich habe leider keine Schwester. Unfortunately, I don't have a sister. Not true for me. I have 2 sisters and I'm super happy with them. One just returned from Australia. She was traveling there, pretty cool. I was a little bit jealous seeing the pictures of her driving the Great Ocean Road. My other sister, she's quite a bit younger than I. She's 13 years younger, just turned 14. So now you can do the math and see how old I am. But it's so cool, like she's this little star, little angel growing up with us. So if you have a little sister, you probably know what I'm talking about. Like you try to make her happy, you try to protect her, that she's doing cool, and it's great to grow up with sisters. So those of you who doesn't have a sister, I'm sorry. Number 12, Ehefrau, wife. Ehefrau, wife. Seine Frau ist 10 Jahre älter als er. His wife is 10 years older than him. Quite uncommon. Like usually the husband is a couple of years older than the wife, but it of course can totally be the other way around as well. I don't know, I would say by average here probably the husband is usually 3 years older than the wife. In Germany here I would say it's a little bit easier than in English. In English they have husband and wife, 2 completely different words. We made it a little bit easier. We have Ehefrau, wife, and Ehemann, husband. So we just have Frau and Mann, like woman and man. And then we put Ehe in front. Ehe, that's the word for marriage. So married man, married woman. Kind of Ehefrau, Ehemann. Number 13, Schwiegermutter, mother-in-law. Schwiegermutter, mother-in-law. Die Ehefrau kommt nicht gut mit ihrer Schwiegermutter aus. The wife doesn't get along with her mother-in-law. Unfortunately also this happens, that there are families and the wife doesn't really get along with the mother-in-law because the mother-in-law always still wants maybe too much influence on her son, or the other way around, that the wife kind of just wants to take the boy away from his mother. I for myself can luckily say that the mother of my girlfriend, so my future mother-in-law, she's super cool, so I get along with her really well. She was actually even living here in Germany with us for 2 months and we did so cool stuff. She's quite young still, so it's just like easy to hang out and do fun stuff. It's a stereotype, you don't get along with your mother-in-law, but I hope in most cases it's really cool with everybody. Number 14, Großmutter, grandmother. Großmutter, grandmother. Ich vermisse meine Großmutter. I miss my grandmother. As kids we don't really say Großmutter, we more say Oma. It's just like, yeah, the nickname if you want to say, like we say, hey Oma, what's up? Can I have a piece of your apple pie? Probably. Because not only mothers do good apple pie, also grandmothers. Yeah, so like the more formal word is indeed Großmutter, grandmother, but as in English you would say granny or grams, we just say Oma. Hey Oma. Number 15. Partner, 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 Partner. Ich möchte mich gern mit der Familie meines Partners auf ihrer Sprache unterhalten. I want to speak to my partner's family in their language. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this topic about family. As I said in the beginning, I think it's a very important topic, very important chapter, because family, that's the most important we got mostly. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel, leave comments, study the vocab, study the phrases. Today, many of the words are not too difficult because they're very similar to English. And then I see you next time. Bye bye.
Want to speak real German from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at GermanPod101.com.
Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Henrik. Welcome to a brand new episode of GermanPod101.com with me, for you. Today we're going to talk about what are your top 10 language learning goals for the year. The year is still new, some months already in, but still enough time to reach all the goals that you have. So, what could those be? We'll see in a second. Let's go. Ich werde die Survival Phrases Series auf GermanPod101.com beenden, indem ich mir 2 Lektionen jeden Tag anhöre. I'll finish Survival Phrases Series on GermanPod101.com by listening 2 phrases a day. Survival with German language requires some survival lessons, I guess. Go through the survival lessons and take care you follow all the steps that I'm going through with you today. And then we'll make sure that you will be on track with all your goals in learning German. Ich werde ein deutsches Buch zu Ende lesen, indem ich 10 Seiten jeden Tag lese. I'll finish reading 1 German book by reading 10 pages a day. I know we have some great German philosophers like Goethe and Schiller. Maybe you should not start with this kind of stuff, it's a bit heavy. Even German speakers struggle to understand all that stuff. Take something easy and then reading is fun. I think reading German is a great way to master the German language, so go ahead, 10 pages a day, make sure. Ich werde meinen Deutschtest bestehen. I'll pass my German test. Whatever test that is, like there's all this A1, A2, B1, B2, or if it's test stuff, there's the Goethe Institute. All those are great. If you plan on studying in German, then you have to reach a specific level and pass in a test. I think that's usually either the Goethe Institute or the C1, and there's test stuff, DSH. So if you plan on studying in Germany, you should make sure that you pass on one of those tests. They're a bit higher than the B2 level, and listening to these lessons here is the first way to get there. Ich werde einen deutschen Film komplett verstehen, indem ich ihn jeden Tag gucke. I'll fully understand 1 German movie by watching it every day. I'm not so sure if that's the best way to do it. Might get quite boring after the 3rd, 4th or 5th time. But I don't know, if you like binge watching all over the same movie, then it might be a good idea to just switch over to German at one point. So if you already know all the phrases by heart in your mother tongue, that could be a way. I like Bad Boys. That's a good movie. Wouldn't watch it every day though. Okay, I think we'll find better ways to make you learn German without you having to watch the same movie every day all over again. Okay, let's try with the next one. Ich werde vor meinen deutschen Freunden auf Deutsch eine 3 Minuten lange Vorstellungsrede halten. I'll give a 3-minute introductory speech in German to my German friends. First thing to do here is find some German friends. If you live somewhere else, I don't know. But on the other hand, Germans are everywhere. So just go out, shout some of the stuff that you already learned with me, and then whoever speaks German will be like, oh, I understood that. So you can find some German friends this way. Then give them your 3-minute introductory speech, and then they already know who you are. And so, maybe they are friends afterwards. Maybe not, but at least you've mastered one of the steps to reach your German goals for the year. Ich werde 5 deutsche Lieder auswendig lernen. I'll memorize 5 German songs. Ooh, that's a hard one. Even I don't memorize 5 German songs. I know maybe 99 Red Balloons. That's a good one, easy to remember. Let's start with that. I do know more English songs. They're the better songs. Unless you really like German music, then we have some cool rock bands. There's Die Toten Hosen. Should listen to that stuff. Good stuff. Or Die Ärzte. Same direction. If you manage to memorize 5 German songs, please leave a note and sing them. I want to know. Ich werde 350 Wörter durch Karteikarten auf GermanPod101.com zu Ende auswendig lernen. I'll finish memorizing 350 words with flashcards on GermanPod101.com. That's a pretty long one, okay, so one more time, pretty slow. Ich werde 350 Wörter durch Karteikarten auf GermanPod101.com, right here, zu Ende auswendig lernen. Yeah, flashcards are a very good way, like the little flashcards. Write down the words. After writing down 350 words, you probably already know most of them, so that's the way to go. The horse agrees. I used to learn with flashcards also, but flashcards definitely is a good way to go for. Ich werde 10 Postkarten auf Deutsch an meine deutschen Freunde schreiben. I'll write 10 postcards in German to my German friends. Yeah, again, first find some German friends that you can send the postcards to. If you haven't been successful in the mall with shouting around and giving you a 3-minute introductory speech, and you haven't found any German friends yet, just write 10 German postcards to your grandma. Grandmas love postcards. Just, I don't know, add some little pictures of yourself, and they'll be totally fine. I don't know, grandmas are full of surprise. Maybe they even speak German. But yeah, you see, it's worth finding some German friends so that you can give you a 3-minute introductory speech. You can send 10 German postcards. German friends are very useful. People say it's hard to find German friends. That's not true. We're everywhere. We're nice people. Ich werde lernen, wie man über vergangene, gegenwärtige und zukünftige Ereignisse spricht. I'll learn how to talk about past, present and future events. I think it's worth also to grab a German grammar book. That way you can also do your 10 pages in German a day and study the German past and present forms. Because, yeah, my lessons are very good to learn some new vocab and to get a little bit the feeling of the language and get some cultural insights. But I'm not really going into detail too much with grammar. So in my opinion, to really study grammar, a book is the best way to go, because you can really like sit down, think. It's also a bit like you can use your flashcards and write down the different forms of a verb in the past and in the future. Future, it's there. Past, there. Present, right here. Vergangenheit, Zukunft, Gegenwart. That's 3 years ago, so dreamers, I don't know, memorizers, and right here we are. Gegenwart. Ich werde 150 Wörter meistern, indem ich 5 Wörter pro Tag auswendig lerne. I'll master 150 words by learning 5 words a day. That's a good goal. New words, broaden your vocab. 5 new words is good, like it's not too much in the beginning. After a couple of days it gets more, like after 7, for example, after a week you would be with 35 words. 35 words are good, you can make a lot of sentences, maybe not so much sense, but a lot of sentences with 35 words. But yeah, no kidding, I mean, having the goal of every day having 5 new words is pretty good, so you always kind of really broaden your horizon, and of course, from time to time you'll forget some, but therefore you have your flashcards to repeat, and yeah, it gives you the chance to really get a little step forward day by day. So 5 words every day. So that's it for the day. I hope you liked the lesson. I hope you get yourself a planner, what you have to do to keep on track with your German for the end of the year. We're in April right now here. You see weather, sometimes blue, sometimes gray. Getting closer to summer, but still in the beginning of the year. You still got all the opportunities to learn German this year. So follow the steps I told you, and then I see you next time. Bye bye. Yeah, I know. You hear that horse? Okay, anyways. I think really the only song everybody here knows is probably 99 Red Balloons. 99 Luftballons. Yeah? You know that one too. Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Henrik. Welcome to a new episode of GermanPod101.com. Today I have a very cool lesson for you, very interesting, very important. I'll teach you top 10 phrases you'll need to go on a date. So, if you've ever thought on maybe going out on a date with a German, this might be very interesting stuff for you. Let's go. Möchtest du mit mir Abendessen gehen? Would you like to go out to dinner with me? Möchtest du mit mir Abendessen gehen? Would you like to go out to dinner with me? So yeah, classic question for a first date. If you're not sure what you want to do with a person, really just spend time with her, getting to talk, to know more about each other. That's the classic, going out for dinner. So you can ask, hey, would you like to go get dinner with me? Möchtest du mit mir Abendessen gehen? The most classic question probably for a first date, huh? Hast du dieses Wochenende Zeit? Are you free this weekend? Hast du dieses Wochenende Zeit? Are you free this weekend? So, after you finished your first date probably and it's been nice, you can go a step forward and ask, hey, let's meet this weekend. I don't know, do some fun activity out in the woods or go shopping, whatever. But first you need to know, is this person free on the weekend? So you should ask, hey, are you free this weekend? Hast du dieses Wochenende Zeit? Möchtest du mit mir Zeit verbringen? Would you like to hang out with me? Möchtest du mit mir Zeit verbringen? Would you like to hang out with me? Yeah, this is just really general. Also, probably if you don't know the person as well, as much, and you just want to figure out, hey, is this person interested in hanging out with me? You could ask, you want to spend time with me? Möchtest du mit mir Zeit verbringen? Or if you want to make it sound a little bit more slangy, you should ask, möchtest du mit mir abhängen? Like, really, literally, you want to hang out with me? Abhängen is hang out. So, yeah, either way, the more classy is like, möchtest du mit mir Zeit verbringen? Or just like a little bit more cool, hey, möchtest du mit mir abhängen? Also probably depends on the age. If you're rather in your 30s, 40s upwards, you would probably ask for some time, Zeit. Whereas when you're a teenager, just play it cool, say, möchtest du mit mir abhängen? Du bist so süß. You are so cute. Du bist so süß. You're so cute. It's a nice compliment for if like you're dating, having a date with a cute person and I don't know, you're really having fun, then you can just like let this slip. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Like, oh, du bist so süß. It's nice. It works both for boy to girl, girl to boy. Both can be cute. Du siehst gut aus. You look great. Du siehst gut aus. You look great. Yeah, this is what you say when you meet the person to go on the date, and probably most person will dress up a little bit, like put some makeup on, put the high heels on, like in the Sia song, right? And then yeah, to appreciate all the effort the person does to look pretty, just give him a compliment. Hey, wow, you look great. Du siehst gut aus. They will appreciate. Das war ein toller Abend. That was a great evening. Das war ein toller Abend. That was a great night. Apparently, you don't say this in the beginning of the evening, you said it in the end of the evening. And if you enjoyed your time, just let the person know. I always like to hear that people enjoyed the time with me when I'm on a date or when I just spend time with friends. And then in the end, I say, hey, whoa, that was a cool night. And everybody knows, hey, cool, we had a good time. So, why not just saying it? Ich werde dich nach Hause fahren. I will drive you home. Ich werde dich nach Hause fahren. I will drive you home. Yeah, if you're a gentleman, you should do this, or a gentle lady, if you're the driver for the night. Just offer, yeah, bring me home. Germany is a safe country, so we have nice public transport. But of course, if you're on a date, you wanna show, hey, whoa, I'm a gentleman or I'm a nice lady. I'll drive you home. I drive you home to make it easier for you. Wann sollen wir uns morgen treffen? What time shall we meet tomorrow? Wann sollen wir uns morgen treffen? What time shall we meet tomorrow? Yeah, apparently you've already set up a date, but you don't know what time you're gonna meet or where you wanna go, whatever, then just to clarify, you ask the question, hey, what time do we meet tomorrow? I'm probably going to ask this very often because I'm not so good in remembering dates, times, all this kind of stuff disappears from my memory. So I'll use the sentence a lot. Wann treffen wir uns? Zu welcher Zeit? What time shall we meet? Können wir uns wiedersehen? Can I see you again? Können wir uns wiedersehen? Can I see you again? Also, yeah, if you like the date, if you like the person, you want to see her again, just be polite. Hey, können wir uns wiedersehen? You can ask it in a cute way, and then the person probably can't even say no to you. Was hältst du von diesem Ort? What do you think of this place? Was hältst du von diesem Ort? What do you think of this place? Yeah, if you found a nice spot, then suggest, hey, let's stay here. For example, in my city, it's like a little bit in a mountainish area. Yeah, I know Swiss and Austrian people would disagree because it's like not huge mountains, it's more like hills. But anyways, if you go a little bit up a hill, then there's a nice spot where you can oversee the entire city, and that's where many people take their dates. So you could make it seem just like casually fun. Oh, hey, what do you think about this place? Not like planned long time. Even though probably the person will appreciate if you have put a little bit thought in where you go. So yeah, it's nice to ask your date if she likes the place you took her or him, like whatever you prefer. That's it, already the end. I mean, you noticed the sentences we use in Germany are basically the same that I used in America, or at least in English-speaking countries. Just translated, we don't have really a lot different habits how we ask to go out on a date, so this should be easy for you. Just find a German German boy or German girl, find one, use those phrases, and I bet you will have some success to go on a date. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Leave some comments. If you let me know about your experiences on dates with Germans. Maybe you've used some of the sentences. Visit GermanPod101.com to learn even more German, to impress your dates with your German, and then I see you in the next lesson. Ciao, ciao.
Hello, my name is Elisa. Welcome to Top 10 Breakup Lines. Du hast etwas Besseres verdient. You deserve better. Du hast etwas Besseres verdient. You deserve better. I really think I did this. Es liegt nicht an dir. Es liegt an mir. It's not you, it's me. Es liegt nicht an dir, es liegt an mir. It's not you, it's me. If you hear this, just smile and go. I think that's my best advice. Ich bin einfach nicht bereit für diese Art von Beziehung. I'm just not ready for this kind of relationship. Ich bin einfach nicht bereit für diese Art von Beziehung. I'm just not ready for this kind of relationship. Yeah, we're young, we want to travel, we want to see the world, there's so much to see, so I think some people really, can't maybe commit to a relationship. Ich bin nicht gut genug für dich. I'm not good enough for you. Ich bin nicht gut genug für dich. I'm not good enough for you. Well, honestly, if somebody says that, I would say, like, you know what, yeah, you're not good enough for me. Who says that, Ich denke, es geht zu schnell. I think we're moving too fast. Ich denke, es geht zu schnell. I think we're moving too fast. Maybe sometimes it's too fast for some people. They're together for 2 weeks. They move in after 2 weeks. They get married after 2 weeks. Who knows? Ich muss mich auf meine Karriere konzentrieren. I need to focus on my career. Ich muss mich auf meine Karriere konzentrieren. I need to focus on my career. In Germany especially, there's so many opportunities to work abroad and live abroad, and maybe if you're in an international company, you get moved to other countries. So I think it's very hard to be in a relationship. Of course, nowadays with like all these new media, I think it's easy to have a long-distance relationship, but I mean, some people can't do that, and that's okay too. Lass uns einfach Freunde sein. Let's just be friends. Lass uns einfach Freunde sein. Let's just be friends. I always believe in having good relationships with every buddy, you don't have to fight. But this is something you can also say if somebody maybe fell in love with you and you don't. So you can say that, oh, let's just be friends. Wir sind einfach nicht richtig füreinander. We're just not right for each other. Wir sind einfach nicht richtig füreinander. We're just not right for each other. Sometimes that happens. You have other values in life or you want different things in life and so you break up. It's normal. Wir sollten anfangen, uns mit anderen Leuten zu treffen. We should start seeing other people. Wir sollten anfangen, uns mit anderen Leuten zu treffen. We should start seeing other people. If somebody tells you that, I don't know, I mean, it depends on your personality, I guess, but I think it's just an excuse. Ich liebe dich einfach nicht mehr. I just don't love you anymore. Ich liebe dich einfach nicht mehr. I just don't love you anymore. This is a little sad to hear. Actually, I think I would be very hurt if somebody would tell me this. But again, it's life. You have to move on. And if somebody tells you that, that's their decision and you can't do anything about it. Thank you for watching the top 10 breakup lines. Maybe you have tips on how to overcome breakups. What do you do? Maybe you just go on a trip. You know, there's different people, so everybody reacts different. Let me know and don't forget to subscribe. See you soon. Bye.
Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Henrik Stövener. Welcome to a new episode of GermanPod101.com. Today I'm gonna teach you about top sad words. Yes, unfortunately we also have to cover this part. I hope you won't get too depressed, so let's get it started. Verärgert, upset. Verärgert, upset. Der Mann ist sehr verärgert, weil noch viel Arbeit zu erledigen hat. The man is upset as he has a lot of work remaining. I mean, okay, it's very annoying if you have a lot of work still left to do. But others, they love work. They're like, oh yes, I have more work to do. It depends on how you look at it, if you like your work or not. It can be upsetting, but it can be cool. So yeah, I guess most people are just like, damn, more work. Verletzen, to hurt. Verletzen, to hurt. Es tut mir leid, dass ich deine Gefühle verletzt habe. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. To be hurt can be in several ways. It can be hurt of feelings, as in my example sentence. You can also be hurt, as for example in sports. Then we would also say verletzt. For example, an injured player in a soccer game, he is verletzt. So it counts both, like feelings, sports, physically as mentally. You can be hurt. Einsam, lonely. Einsam, lonely. Die Frau ist einsam. The woman is lonely. Yeah, when I hear this, I always remember this one song of a couple of years ago. Lonely, I'm so lonely. Yeah, I'm not so good at singing, so I should stop that. I don't like to be lonely. I prefer being around people. I guess that's with most. But again, as I said in the first example word of being upset of too much work, being lonely can be cool for some people. A lot of people prefer to have time on their own for most of it and just sometimes hang out with more people. Others, me including, like to be around people all the time and then just sometimes step back and have time for themselves. Like, how are you? If you want to share like your feelings about any of these words, please just do it below in the comments, okay? Traurig, sad, traurig, sad. War traurig und seufzte. He was sad and sighed. If you even pronounce it sigh, I'm not exactly sure. It's a sound of huh. Like if I'm sad, huh. Like in German, seufzte. War traurig und seufzte. He was sad and sighed. I hope I pronounced that right. Yeah, some people overdo it if they just really want to make clear, like, hey, I'm sad, please take care of me. Like, huh. Elend. Miserable. Oh, it's getting even better. Now we have number 5. Elend. Miserable. Heute fühle ich mich richtig elend. Today I feel really miserable. Oh gosh, I mean, miserable, yeah, that's all. Again, this counts for both psychologic as physiologic. For example, if you ate something really bad last day, you can feel miserable. But you can also feel miserable because you did something stupid the other day. Or because, I don't know, you have a crush and he's not really into you, so that can make you feel miserable. Yeah, feeling miserable Elend. There are many ways to do that. I hope you haven't experienced too much of it, at least not too often. Entmutigt, discouraged. Entmutigt, discouraged. Er fühlte sich ziemlich entmutigt nach seiner Niederlage. After his defeat, he felt very discouraged. When you lose, so you're like, oh gosh, I put it so much focus on this, it meant so much to me and it didn't work out, so I'm discouraged. Entmutigt, enttäuscht, disappointed. Enttäuscht, disappointed. Er wurde von seiner Frau enttäuscht. He was disappointed by his wife. I hope that wife didn't do something too bad. Yeah, disappointed. Like, it can be something really minor, like, oh, I came home and I hoped she, I don't know, prepared maybe a nice little lunch or something. Then, oh no, so I'm a little bit disappointed. You shouldn't be, because it's not the task of your wife to cook food, right? It can be something minor, like, oh, I hope you took a picture of that car and you didn't, so I'm a little bit disappointed. Enttäuscht. It can also be something super big, like, oh, wow, you cheated on me, I'm very disappointed. And I hope that didn't happen to any of you. Bad feeling. Didn't happen to me, luckily. I mean, I guess. Who knows? I guess. I have never been cheated on. Knock on wood, right? Sich sorgen. To worry. Sich sorgen. To worry. Die Frau sorgt sich die Rechnung. The woman worries about the bill. If you worry about money, that really sucks, because mostly you cannot really do so much about it. Even worse, for example, if you worry about your kids, like, oh, my kids go to school and they don't come back, they should be here already, then this is super, like, frightening and you worry. Man sorgt sich. If I'm a parent, I worry about my child. Ich sorge mich mein Kind. Try not to worry so much about what might happen or might not happen, as long as you cannot really influence it anyways. Besorgt. Anxious. Besorgt. Anxious. Die Klausurergebnisse werden morgen bekannt geben und ich bin sehr besorgt darüber. The exam results will be announced tomorrow and I'm very anxious about it. Yeah, I remember when I had my A-levels in school, like here we call it Abitur, like our final exams from school. There were some subjects I was like anxious about because I actually tried to study a lot as much as I could. But then some just really didn't work out so well. I had the feeling, so I was like anxious. After all, don't worry about me. I'm fine. I passed. I could go to university, to college. But yeah, I think as everybody of us went to school, we know the feeling of being anxious about some exam results coming out. Düster, gloomy. Düster, gloomy. Nachts ist es draußen düster. It is gloomy outside in the night. Yeah, actually, for me, this is not such a sad word in this example phrase, because I like kind of like the gloomy night, exciting. But for example, if you're a gloomy person, that's kind of negative. If you're like always like, oh, this is going to be so bad. Like I can see the future. Everything is going down. Like that's very gloomy. There's no reason to be gloomy, I guess. We live in a pretty cool world, even though there's a lot of trouble everywhere. Also, gloomy, it makes me remember this one last Rolling Stones song they came up with, Doom and Gloom. It has nothing really to do with this lesson, I just wanted to bring it up because it's a great band. I hope you didn't become too gloomy after all the sad words. I hope I could leave you not so depressed. Next lesson will be more happy, I promise. This was it, top words, top sad words, if you want to call it like that. I hope you, even though it was more like a rather depressing topic, you enjoyed the lesson. Subscribe to the channel, leave comments, I'd be happy to hear of you. What are your experiences? Well, what can you recommend me to improve? And if you have anything to say, just leave a comment. See you next time. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.
Hello, it's Lisa. Welcome to Top 10 Phrases that make you look like a fool. Let's begin. Du bist nicht sehr intelligent. You're not very smart. Du bist nicht sehr intelligent. You're not very smart. That's not a nice thing to say, I think. But you know what? That makes the other person look like a fool. Whoever says that to you, don't ever agree or, take it to heart. Du wirst niemals Erfolg haben. You'll never succeed. Du wirst niemals Erfolg haben. You'll never succeed. People should never say that. Es ist zu schwer. Versuche es nicht einmal. It's too hard. Don't even try. Es ist zu schwer, versuche es nicht einmal. It's too hard, don't even try. Okay, I'm here to tell you, try. Try whatever you want to do because I think you'll always make it. Ich bin noch nicht bereit, Deutsch zu lernen. I'm not ready to learn German. Ich bin noch nicht bereit, Deutsch zu lernen. I'm not ready to learn German. I mean, when are you ready? You know, when are you ready for whatever? I always think, do it now, start now. It's the journey. Ich brauche nicht Ihre Beratung. I don't need your advice. Ich brauche nicht Ihre Beratung. I don't need your advice. We've all said that to our parents probably who wanted to just give us good advice. Ich brauche nichts mehr zu lernen. I don't need to learn anything anymore. Ich brauche nichts mehr zu lernen. Our whole life is a learning experience. There's never an ending. I think we always have to be open to learn and just take it in. Ich habe recht und Sie nicht. I'm right and you're wrong. Ich habe recht und Sie nicht. I'm right and you're wrong. Now, you know that can be said in different ways. But yes, so, you know, if you're a stubborn person like me, you say that a lot. Ich weiß alles. I know everything. Ich weiß alles. I know everything. Now, that's not possible. I'm here to tell you that. You can never possibly know everything. I mean, people don't know everything, so always be open. Tue nur das, was ich sage. Just do what I say. Tue nur das, was ich sage. Just do what I say. Now, that's not a nice thing to say either. The only time I think it's right if you have a genie, actually, and you have 3 wishes. Well, of course, if it's dangerous or if it's something that maybe risks other people's lives or your life, obviously, that's something to listen to. Wir können das nicht tun. We can't do that. Wir können das nicht tun. We can't do that. If it's something you really aspire to do, I think nobody should ever tell you that because you should always follow your dreams. Thank you for watching the 10 phrases that make you look like a fool. Please don't forget to subscribe and I hope to see you soon. Bye. So the frog agrees. Yay!
Want to speak real German from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at GermanPod101.com.
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Henrik. Welcome to a new episode of GermanPod 101. Earth Day is coming up 22nd of April, so today our topic will be 10 ways to save our planet in German. Hope you enjoy. Wiederverwerten. To recycle. To start off with, our first word today will be wiederverwerten. To recycle. Papier kann man sehr gut wiederverwerten. Paper is very recyclable. That's a big one in Germany. We recycle almost everything. Schützen. To protect. Schützen. To protect. Wir sollten die Tropenwälder schützen. We should protect the rainforests. You know, in Germany there's a beer brand which claims that for every crate of beer you buy of them, you would protect a square meter of rainforest. I mean, I do like drinking beer, but I think a better way to protect the rainforest is, for instance, using recyclable paper, right? But you can have beers if you want. Wiederverwenden. To reuse. Next one, be aware, very similar to the first one, it's wiederverwenden. To reuse. Plastiktüten kann man wiederverwenden. Plastic bags are reusable. I noticed when I was in the US or in Brazil that once you go and do your groceries at the cashier, they use tons of plastic bags for like each apple put in a separate plastic bag. What a waste! Just grab your plastic bag from home, take it, do your groceries, go back home and reuse it the next time. Thereby you can save our planet. Müll reduzieren. To reduce trash. Next one is Müll reduzieren. To reduce trash. Wann immer es geht, sollte man versuchen, den Müll zu reduzieren. Whenever possible, we should try to reduce our trash. There are a ton of ways to try to reduce our trash. One, for example, is, as mentioned before, to reuse your plastic bags. Strom sparen. To save electricity. Strom sparen. To save electricity. Wann immer es geht, sollte man das Licht ausschalten, um Strom zu sparen. Whenever possible, we should turn off the light to save electricity. For example, just when you leave the room, turn off the light. Nobody in the room? No light needed, right? Sich die Umwelt kümmern. To care for the environment. Okay, next one is sich die Umwelt kümmern. To care for the environment. Sich die Umwelt zu kümmern ist eine wichtige Sache. It is important to care for the environment. Yeah, unfortunately not enough people care for the environment, so hope you do. Umweltfreundliche Produkte nutzen. To use eco-friendly products. Umweltfreundliche Produkte nutzen. To use eco-friendly products. Man kann sich schnell daran gewöhnen, umweltfreundliche Produkte zu nutzen. You can very quickly get used to use eco-friendly products. As for instance, less plastic bags. Plastikmüll vermeiden. To avoid plastic waste. Plastikmüll vermeiden. To avoid plastic waste. Plastikmüll lässt sich nur schwer wiederverwerten. Plastic waste is hard to recycle. So again, last call. Reuse your plastic bags. Don't always get a new one when you go to the grocery store. Wasser sparsam nutzen. To save water. Number 9 is Wasser sparsam nutzen. To save water. Beim Duschen sollte man Wasser sparsam nutzen. When taking a shower, you should try to save water. Yeah, so I know it's very cozy to take a 30-minute hot warm shower, especially when it's cold outside. Try to make it a little bit shorter and you would already help a lot to save our planet. At least water. Mit dem Fahrrad fahren. To ride a bike. Number 10. Mit dem Fahrrad fahren. To ride a bike. Mit dem Fahrrad zur Arbeit fahren ist gut für die Umwelt. Going to work by bicycle is good for the environment. I like this. It's not only good for environment, also good for your body. And your health. Now you've reached the end of this lesson. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more German and learned a little bit on how we try to save the planet. If you liked it, subscribe to German Pod 101. Leave a comment. Tell me what was good, tell me what was bad. I'd be happy to see you again. Tschüss! Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Henrik. Welcome to a new episode of GermanPod101.com. As it's getting summer, I have a special lesson for you today. I'll teach you 20 words you need on the beach. Even though, yeah, in Germany we have a little bit of beach, not as much as in Brazil or US or, I don't know, Australia. But even here there's some beach, so pay good attention, learn the stuff, learn your vocab, and then visit our beaches. Sonnenbrille, sunglasses. Sonnenbrille, sunglasses. Ich mag große Sonnenbrillen. I love big sunglasses. Like these. Maybe those. Usually I prefer those. What do you think? Strand. Beach. Strand. Beach. Juli bedeutet für mich Sommer, Sonne, Strand und Meer. To me, July means summer, sun, the beach and the sea. Yeah, indeed, July here is the summer month. It's when all the kids have holiday in school and everybody goes on vacation to the south, to the north. We have Scandinavia close by. We have Italy, France, all those countries in the south, Spain. So Germans love to travel, and within Europe there are many opportunities to go. Schwimmen, swimming. Schwimmen, swimming. Er geht jeden Donnerstag schwimmen. He goes swimming every Thursday. I like swimming, but also every Thursday, really? That would be a little bit too much for me. Sonne, sun. Sonne, sun. Die Sonne scheint heute. The sun is shining today. Well, not really so much, but I mean, I think you get the point. Palme, palm tree. Palme, palm tree. Unter der Palme kann man gut entspannen. It's nice to relax under a palm tree. Also, this will not work so much in Germany. We don't usually have palm trees, but yeah, you can relax under, I don't know, an oak. Muschel, seashell. Muschel, seashell. Diese Muschel habe ich von Norderney mitgebracht. I brought this seashell home from Norderney, German island. I didn't, it was just laying here, but to show you what I mean, Muscheln. Badeanzug, swimsuit. Badeanzug, swimsuit. Ich fühle mich verunsichert, wenn ich meinen Körper in einem Badeanzug zeige. I feel insecure showing my body in a swimsuit. I do too. I wouldn't wear a swimsuit. That's why I wear shorts. Ozean, Ocean. Ozean, Ocean. Die Sonne geht hinter dem blauen Ozean unter. The sun sets behind the blue ocean. Yeah, very romantic, right? Ocean, Ozean, that's easy also, like. And very romantic how the sun sets behind the blue ocean. Rettungsschwimmer, Lifeguard. Rettungsschwimmer, Lifeguard. Der Rettungsschwimmer beobachtet den Pool. The lifeguard is watching the pool. Like in Baywatch, you know, there's a new movie, Baywatch. I haven't watched it, but I think I prefer the old stuff with David Hasselhoff and Pamela Anderson running in, I don't know, where is it, Miami Beach? Or some beach, and saving all the people. Jet ski. Jet ski. Watch out, there's the easy one. Jet ski. What? Yeah, it's jet ski in English. It's jet ski in German. Jet ski fahren ist sehr aufregend und nicht kompliziert. Riding a jet ski is very enjoyable and not complicated. I wish I could say this. I've never actually tried it, but I would love to. If you can tell me a nice spot to ride the jet ski without paying thousands of euros, let me know, because I would really love to make this experience. Strandtuch. Beach towel. Strandtuch. Beach towel. Vergiss bitte nicht, das Strandtuch mitzubringen. Please don't forget to bring your beach towel. Yeah, in Germany this is important. If you go on the beach, you'll find out in my next example sentence why. Strandkorb. Beach chair. Strandkorb. Beach chair. Die deutschen Touristen legen ihre Strandtücher auf den Strandkorb, um ihn für sich zu reservieren. German tourists put their beach towels in the beach chair in order to reserve them for themselves. See, yeah, that's what we do. It's weird, but if you go on a German beach and there's like this beach chairs or even this benches, you will find beach towels everywhere, all over the place. Yeah, it's a German habit. We just put it and then we say, hey, whoa, that's our spot. Please, nobody else can take it. Sandburg. Sandcastle. Sandburg. Sandcastle. Kinder bauen am Strand eine Sandburg. Children are building a sandcastle on the beach. I used to love build sandcastles. There's even the song from How I Met Your Mother. Do you remember? Sandcastles on the sand. Yeah, I shouldn't sing. Woo. Flut. Tide. Flut. Tide. Bitte pass auf dich auf, wenn die Flut kommt. Please take care of yourself when the tide is coming in. Yeah, we have quite a big tide in the North Sea, like in northwest Germany. So there's a very famous so-called Wattenmeer. I have no idea what the English term for that. It means when all the water disappears for hours, then there's only this mud, really. And you can even hike there and explore all the ground, which is usually the ground of the ocean. But then 7 hours later, all the water comes back, and you need to be aware because it's really quick and people have drowned there. So don't try to explore it too much yourself. Find a guide and you'll be safe. Bräune, Tan. Bräune, Tan. Die Bräune hat keinen Nutzen für die Gesundheit. A tan is not necessary for keeping good health. Sure, see, I don't have really a lot of tan. I feel healthy even though. So it's more the opposite. Be careful you don't get burned, because that can cause serious health damage. And you see, even without a tan, you survive. Schnorcheln. Snorkeling. Schnorcheln. Snorkeling. Schnorcheln ist einfach ein tolles Erlebnis. Snorkeling is just a nice experience. I'd like to snorkel with some cool fish also, like with dolphins or whales, or maybe not with sharks or piranhas. Flip-flop. Flip-flop. Another easy one. Flip-flop. Flip-flop. Es ist sehr bequem, am Strand in Flip-flops herumzulaufen. It is very comfortable to walk around on the beach in flip-flops. Probably, I usually walk around barefoot on the beach. Flip-flop. Sonnencreme. Sunscreen. Sonnencreme. Sunscreen. Vergiss nicht, die Sonnencreme mitzunehmen. Don't forget to bring the sunscreen. yeah, this is very important for me. You see, I'm pretty pale, so I'll burn this. Cappy. Cap. Cap. Cappy. Dir steht eine Cappy echt gut. A cap looks really good on you. Like this. Or better. Swag. What about this? Goes together. I got purple. Badehose. Swimming trunks. Badehose. Swimming trunks. Es gibt viele verschiedene Arten von Badehosen. There are many different kinds of swimming trunks. And yeah, if you thought I will put on swimming trunks, sorry, not gonna happen. These were our beach words for today. I hope you liked it. I hope you had fun with me, with all my caps and glasses and seashells. I don't have more stuff here available. I'm not close to the beach, so next time I go there I pick up some more stuff, okay? Leave some comments, tell me what is your favorite beach in the world I'm gonna visit. Make my next lesson there for you. Subscribe to GermanPod101.com to learn more German, and then I see you again, right? Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao, ciao. Macht's gut. Tschüss.
Hey guys, this is Anja. Welcome to German Top Words. Today you'll be learning 10 ways to motivate yourself when learning German. Ich kann mir vorstellen, eines Tages Deutschland zu bereisen oder dort zu leben. Ich kann mir vorstellen, eines Tages Deutschland zu bereisen oder dort zu leben. I imagine that one day I will visit or live in Germany. So, if you want to live in Germany, I recommend you to live in Berlin. I lived there for 2 years, and it's a very multicultural city where lots of different ethnicities come together. And yeah, it's just very... In the summer, it's a really great place to be. Everyone is very relaxed and chilled, and you could just hang out outside and drink some beer and yeah, whatever, have some fun. Ich studiere auch andere Aspekte der Kultur, was einen anspornenden Effekt beim Deutschlernen hat. Ich studiere auch andere Aspekte der Kultur, was einen anspornenden Effekt beim Deutschlernen hat. I study other aspects of the culture too, which makes it more rewarding to study German. Yeah, so if you're interested in the German culture, you could check out different museums or study about classical music or go to the theater, which is very also cheap, especially for students. You can just go there for a few euros and yeah, enjoy some nice historical theaters. Ich mag es, witzige Wörter auf Deutsch zu suchen. Ich mag es, witzige Wörter auf Deutsch zu suchen. I like to search funny words in German. So, yeah, German has these very long words that are built out of, I don't know, maybe 3 or 2 to 4 words. Like, I don't know, for example, just Auf Wiedersehen. If you say goodbye, in a formal way, you say Auf Wiedersehen, which is Auf and Wiedersehen is pretty long. I was also asked if it's not like hard to write it every time, these long words. Or there are also funny sounding words like Streichholzschächtelchen. I think to not German-speaking people, these ch or ch sounding words are pretty funny. Ich habe mich mit Leuten angefreundet, die Deutsch sprechen. Ich habe mich mit Leuten angefreundet, die Deutsch sprechen. I make friends with people who speak German. That's probably the best way to learn German, if you can just use it naturally in reality, if you get the chance to speak in that language. I mean, of course, it's always good to have German lessons and to learn about grammar and stuff, to actually be able to use it, and also to speak a lot by yourself. That should be really, really helpful. Ich schaue mir YouTube-Videos von anderen Leuten an, die mit Erfolg Deutsch gelernt haben. Ich schaue mir YouTube-Videos von anderen Leuten an, die mit Erfolg Deutsch gelernt haben. I watch YouTube videos of other people who have successfully learned German. I don't know anyone who successfully learned German, but it would also be really helpful since German is a really hard language to learn, I think. As a native German speaker, I think, yeah, the grammar and everything is pretty complicated compared to other languages. So, yes, it would be really good to get some tips from people who learned it. Ich habe Spaß daran, Deutsch anzuwenden, in deutschen Restaurants zu bestellen. Ich habe Spaß daran, Deutsch anzuwenden, in deutschen Restaurants zu bestellen. I enjoy using German to order at German restaurants. Yeah, that's really cool. I think you should go to German restaurants and order some schnitzel or like typical German dishes like goulash or Rinderbraten or yeah, with Klöße. Have some sauerkraut with Würstchen and a beer. Yes, that would be some really typical German meal to have. Yeah, it's gonna be a good portion. Ich schaue deutsche Filme und TV-Shows und freue mich, wenn ich ein Wort oder einen Satz verstehe. Ich schaue deutsche Filme und TV-Shows und freue mich, wenn ich ein Wort oder einen Satz verstehe. I watch German movies and TV shows and enjoy the feeling when I can understand a word or a sentence. Oh, I actually know people who learn German from German soap operas. They really use easy words and, you know, just casual daily situations. I think that's a good, helpful way to learn or understand phrases and words. So I don't know if they're still going on, but there are soap operas called GZSZ, Gute Zeiten, Schlechte Zeiten, or Marienhof, or Verbotene Liebe. I mean, they're not very exciting, to be honest, but I think it's a really good way to learn German and to understand words. Nach dem Abendessen schreibe ich einen Tagebucheintrag auf Deutsch. Nach dem Abendessen schreibe ich einen Tagebucheintrag auf Deutsch. After dinner, I write in my journal in German. I think that's a really good way to practice your German skills as well, because yeah, you actually get to write what you really think and what you really want to say, so you might look up words and yeah, learn new vocabularies and yes, really learn how to express your own feelings and what you want to say. Ich höre deutsche Songs und Podcasts, auch wenn ich schlafe. Ich höre deutsche Songs und Podcasts, auch wenn ich schlafe. I listen to German songs and podcasts even when I'm sleeping. Yeah, so listening to German phrases and especially music, I think it's a very good way to take in the German pronunciations, and it's a good way to learn, to pick up vocabularies, and yeah, I think you will learn subconsciously. So yes, I think it would be a really effective way to learn it. Ich lerne jeden Tag im Zug mit Vokabelkarten nützliche Wörter und Phrasen. Ich lerne jeden Tag im Zug mit Vokabelkarten nützliche Wörter und Phrasen. I practice useful words and phrases with flashcards every day on the train. Yes, I think that's a very old way to practice words and a language. I used to do that too. When I was learning English, we always had those vocabulary tests. So therefore, I also had my flashcards and yeah, went over them all the time. And try to say them by myself. So yeah, I just think it's a very good way to memorize those words if you just go over them 100 times. So that you finally learned them and that they're stuck in your head and that you don't forget them. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please tell me what motivates you in order to learn German. Don't forget to check out our website germanpod101.com, and I hope to see you in our next lesson. Bye!
Hello, it's Elisa. Welcome to 10 phrases you never want to hear. Let's begin! Es liegt nicht an dir, es liegt an mir. It is not you, it is me. Es liegt nicht an dir, es liegt an mir. It is not you, it's me. Yeah, so it's something we don't want to hear. Okay. Haben Sie in der letzten Zeit zugenommen? Have you gained weight recently? Haben Sie in der letzten Zeit zugenommen? Have you gained weight recently? Yeah, so to all guys out there, don't ever ask that to a girl because it's not nice. I mean, if you're friends and you want to be honest, of course you can ask that, but I would be sad and mad. Ich habe es Ihnen doch gesagt. I told you so. Ich habe es Ihnen doch gesagt. I told you so. Yes, oh my God, I hear that a lot of times. I told you so. It's not a nice thing to say, I think, especially your friends. If I think they should never say that because they're supposed to be there for you and not say I told you so, and because it's your journey, you know, everything you do. Remember that. Ich kann dir dein Geld heute nicht geben. I don't have your money today. Ich kann dir dein Geld heute nicht geben. I don't have your money today. Yeah, so money issues are, I think, always a little awkward. So, yeah, but if your employee says that, no! If an employee says that, no, no, no. Sie haben ein graues Haar. You have a gray hair. Sie haben ein graues Haar. You have a gray hair. Yes. At least it's gray and not white, I guess, because, I mean, gray is still good, I think. So I feel like these things is mostly guys saying to girls, so don't ever say that. It's not nice. Sie sind gefeuert. You're fired. Sie sind gefeuert? You're fired. That's a not very nice thing to say either. I guess, well, whoever says this has their reasons. In German also, the word Feuer, fire, is in the word gefeuert. I always find it interesting to kind of compare what is in the word and if it's similar to English. Sorry, ich habe es vergessen. Sorry, I forgot. Sorry, ich habe es vergessen. Sorry, I forgot. I actually say that a lot because I do forget a lot. So I say that and people don't like that. Vielen Dank für Ihren Lebenslauf. Die Stelle wurde allerdings bereits anderweitig besetzt. Thank you for your resume. However, the position has been filled. Vielen Dank für Ihren Lebenslauf. Die Stelle wurde allerdings bereits anderweitig besetzt. Thank you for your resume. However, the position has been filled. Yes, I mean, whoever has this experience with applying and applying and applying, of course, you'll hear that sometimes, and it's okay, I think, because it just means that it wasn't meant to be and you can move on. So don't get discouraged if you hear this or read it, it's okay, and even though we don't want to hear it, always be positive. Wir müssen reden. We need to talk. Wir müssen reden. We need to talk. It's something very serious. Sometimes when you talk about it, it just feels better because there was some misunderstanding. So yeah, try to, yes, be positive. Wir sollten uns auch mit anderen Leuten treffen. We should see other people. Wir sollten uns auch mit anderen Leuten treffen. We should see other people. Well, if you're in a relationship and your partner says that, I don't think it's very nice because it means that he or she or whatever is not very committed to you. So yes, so just Thank you for watching 10 phrases you never want to hear. What are some of the phrases that you've been told that you didn't want to hear? If you know them in German, I would love to hear them in German. And please don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. My motto in life is, if you have nothing good to say, don't say it at all. Thank you. Hello, welcome to the 10 New Year's resolutions. My name is Elisa, and let's start. Abnehmen, lose weight. This is a very common one, I think. Abnehmen, lose weight. That's, I think, everybody's New Year's resolution, either if it's girl or guy, or it's a very common New Year's resolution. I think it's always one of mine too. Zum Abnehmen ist es wichtig, dass man Sport treibt. In order to lose weight, it's important to work out. Etwas Neues lernen. Learn something new. Etwas Neues lernen. Learn something new. I like this one a lot. It can be anything. I mean, it can be learning a new music instrument. It can be learning a new language. It can be anything, maybe something you want to challenge yourself in. So I really like this one. Geld sparen. Save money. Geld sparen. Save money. Ja, wenn man, ich finde, es ist besser, wenn man ein Ziel hat, Geld zu sparen. I think it's better if you have a goal to save money, like going in the summer holidays on vacations, I'm going to save up for that, or I want to have a car, so I'm going to save up for that, or something that you really look forward to. So I think saving up is going to be like a fun thing because you look forward to your goal, kind of. Well, I'm saving up for a vacation, actually. Mehr lesen, read more. Mehr lesen, read more. Ich lese sehr gerne und nehme mir auch immer vor, mehr zu lesen. I actually love to read, but I always want to read more. Yeah, one of my favorite German books is called Sophia's Welt. It's called Sophie's World. I don't know if that's the English title, but it's like Sophia's Welt. It's actually about philosophy and about this little girl. She gets letters from an unknown person, and that unknown person talks about the philosophy of the world. I think it's a very cute book, and it kind of simplifies philosophy, and I think you should read it. I recommend it. Mehr Zeit mit der Familie verbringen. Spend more time with family. Mehr Zeit mit der Familie verbringen. Spend more time with family. Ja, ich verbringe sehr gerne Zeit mit meiner Familie. I actually love to spend time with my family. Yeah, if you don't spend a lot of time with your family, that's definitely a good resolution for the new year. Mich gesund ernähren. Eat healthy. Mich gesund ernähren. Eat healthy. Ja, ich versuche immer, mich gesund zu ernähren. I try to eat healthy all the time. I think it's very important and part of, I guess, my life. And it's I'm really interested in cooking and to eat healthy. And yeah, I think that's very important. Regelmäßig Sport treiben. Exercise regularly. Regelmäßig Sport treiben. Exercise regularly. I think it's good for your health and overall well-being to exercise. So that was one of my resolutions as well. Weniger trinken, drink less. Weniger trinken, drink less. Wait, I'm going to drink actually. I think it's okay to have a few wines or something for dinner. But yes, if you drink every day, of course, that's a problem. So that should be your New Year's resolution. Deutsch lernen mit GermanPod101.com. Studying German with GermanPod101.com. You should be studying German with GermanPod101.com. If you are not already, you should. And you can watch videos with me and have fun and yeah, go crazy. I know I'm a little crazy, but it's all fun and I'm not always like this, guys. I can be actually really quiet too if you don't believe me, but it's true. Netter sein. Be more friendly. I think that's a good New Year's resolution. I think with a lot of work, people get really frustrated, so people are not as kind anymore. So I think it's a good resolution to be more friendly and kind. Thank you for watching the 10 New Year's resolutions. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what is your New Year's resolution, and is it something you do every year, or do you actually accomplish it? Let me know in the comments, and see you soon. Bye.
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Henrik. Welcome to a new episode of GermanPod101.com. Beautiful day here in Germany, and today I'm going to teach you how to respond to the question probably most asked in this world. How are you? Let's go. Start off with number 1. Wie geht es dir? How are you? Yeah, that's the question whenever you meet somebody new, somebody you have met before, or just come into a room and see the people, you ask, Wie geht es dir? How are you? This is one of the few phrases you definitely should learn and should remember. Number 2. Und dir? And you? That's how you would respond. If somebody comes to you, approaches you, asks, how are you? And you say, oh, well, good maybe. And do people like you would respond in und dir? And you? Just to show also the interest that you want to know, hey, are you fine? And that you care how the other person is feeling. Number 3. Wie ging es dir in letzter Zeit? How have you been recently? This is, you probably ask this when you have like a friend or a family member or just somebody you know better than just anybody, but you haven't seen this person in a while. So you want to know, like, oh, in this period where I haven't seen you, like, have you been doing good? Was there anything you want to talk about or any bigger news? So you just say, hey, wie ging es dir in letzter Zeit? How have you been recently? It's really just like shows that, oh, I realized I haven't seen you in a while, but I want to know, have you been doing fine? Number 4, vielen Dank für die Nachfrage. Thank you for asking. If you appreciate that the person asks about how are you, maybe because the person knows that you've been sick recently or that there's been problems, and you want to show, hey, it's cool, I appreciate you caring for me, you care, or like, how am I doing, then you can say, oh, vielen Dank für die Nachfrage, thank you for asking. It's just like a nice way to make the other person also know, hey, you realize that the person cares for how you're doing. Also, when you've not been through a rough phase, you can say, oh, vielen Dank für die Nachfrage, or thanks for asking if somebody asks how you are, just to show, like, hey, I appreciate you asking me, like, you care, how am I doing? So, just a polite way to respond also. Number 5. Mir geht es nicht schlecht. I'm not bad. Yeah, this is a little bit of a weaker version, not too optimistic, like, oh, it's not, okay, I'm doing fine. Yeah, maybe not everything is totally cool, there's some stuff in your mind that you worry about, but it's also not too big. You don't want anybody, like, to worry about the stuff, and it's not really important right now in the moment. So you just say, okay, mir geht's nicht schlecht. I'm not bad. It's also not like too crazily negative that you would be like, oh, what's up with this person? He's not bad. Number 6. Mir geht's auch gut. I'm fine too. Yeah, that's also like the response in this typical conversation. Hey, how are you? I'm fine. And you? Oh, I'm fine too. Mir geht es auch gut. I'm fine too. Number 7. Ich bin müde. I'm sleepy. That's also legitimate to say, like, if you really had a rough day or haven't had enough sleep last night and you feel so tired or sleepy and you're like, ah, ich bin müde. You can say you're tired. It's not impolite, or it's not like the other person would be worrying about you if you say, oh, I'm sleepy. But it also makes clear that, hey, you're not in the best mood right now. Probably you're not going to start crazy stuff, something. You're just a little bit sleepy. Ich bin müde. Ich bin ein bisschen müde. Recently I've been quite sleepy from time to time because I started a new job and I have to wake up very early every day, so I come home sleepy. But yeah, that's the way it is. But that's no problem. At home I like calm down a little bit, have lunch, have a coffee, and then everything is cool. Then I'm fine. Mir geht's gut. Number 8. Ich fühle mich schlecht. I'm feeling bad. Yeah, apparently if you're not really feeling good and the person who asks you how are you is probably like a friend of you or a family member that you want him or her to know how you feel, then you could say, hey, if you're really not feeling good, you can say, hey, I'm feeling bad. Mir geht es nicht gut, oder mir geht es schlecht. I'm feeling bad, maybe because you've done something wrong, or I don't know, also maybe because you ate something wrong. It's like physically you're feeling bad. But in general, yeah, if for example, if you've done something wrong and you know it and it's still in your head, it occupies your head, and you want to like talk with somebody about it, and then somebody you know, you trust comes to you and asks you, hey, how are you doing? And then that's your opportunity to say, hey, ich fühle mich schlecht, I'm feeling bad. And then he would probably ask, oh, what's up? And then you can come out with what happened or with your problem. Yeah, usually it implies if you say you're feeling bad that the other person politely would ask, what's the matter? Number 9, ich bin okay, I'm okay. That's also just like, hey, yeah, I'm fine, nothing really to talk about. Also implies that you're not doing really great, but really you don't want to talk about anything. Maybe you actually feel bad, like in the previous example, you're feeling bad, but you really don't want to talk about it with a person. Then you would just say, ich bin okay, I'm okay. Sometimes also the other person maybe would ask, what's up? Like, why are you not doing fine? Oh, never mind, it's alright. Then the person knows, okay, yeah, probably not too big of a deal, but he doesn't want to talk about it. So if you're not doing really great, but you also just want to keep it for yourself, well, it's not a big deal. You can say, ich bin okay. Number 10, and that's my favorite, mir geht es großartig. I'm great. I actually say this quite often, like when other people maybe just would say I'm fine. I don't know, like if somebody asks me how am I and I'm having no problem, I'm doing good, why not just saying, mir geht es großartig. Hey, I'm doing great. I like the positivity about it, and mostly it's kind of a little bit contagious. Other person, oh cool, like he's doing great. It's like he's a smile on his face. It's already positive atmosphere in the room. So yeah, I really, if I'm doing good, I like to say, hey, I'm great. Like there's nothing to complain about. Thank you for watching. Danke fürs Zuschauen. Now you know how to respond to the question, how are you, and how to ask this question yourself. What's the ways to get onto it? If you liked it, I hope you liked it. Please subscribe to the channel. Go to GermanPod101.com to learn even more German and become fluent. I see you next time. Leave a comment. Bye bye. Hello and welcome. It's Henrik again with a new session of GermanPod101.com. What we will learn today is must-know expressions for agreeing and disagreeing. Very important. You will have to agree and disagree often in your life. Sometimes hard to choose agreeing or disagreeing, but the way you can do this, I'm going to teach you today. Let's move. Number 1. Ich bin ganz Ihrer Meinung. I couldn't agree more with you. Apparently a very strong expression for agreeing. In an argument, I don't know, it could be used at work or family, friends, for any group of people, you could use this. And there's a debate and you really strongly agree with one side, then you totally can go for this. Ich bin ganz Ihrer Meinung. I couldn't agree more with you. If you're not as certain, and here we come for number 2. Nun, ich bin nicht sicher. Well, I'm not sure. This is a way you kind of neither agree nor disagree. It's something in between. If you really don't know what's right, what's wrong, you could use this. It leaves it open. So yeah, even if people ask you something in German maybe and you're not sure how to answer because you maybe also didn't fully understand the question, go for ich bin nicht sicher, I'm not sure, then at least you don't make a wrong decision you might regret later, right? Number 3. Easy one, natürlich, of course. So, for example, if I ask you, do you like learning German with GermanPod 101? Your answer would be, natürlich, of course. Number 4, ich denke schon, I guess so. I would agree, but I'm not 100% sure. It's, you're leaning towards one side, but don't want to fully fall out of it, right? Ja, Sie haben recht. Yes, you're right. The way I imagine it, of course, is like if you're in a dispute maybe with somebody and then you want to admit, okay, he's right for a thing, but then also bring on your own arguments or points. You can say, yes, you're right with this, ja, Sie haben recht, but, and then put your own point. As easy as that. On the other hand, Sie liegen falsch, you're wrong. That's like if you're really like arguing and want to say, no, what you say is just completely wrong. Try probably not to say it with this harsh German accent. Sie liegen falsch. That's bad. That's very aggressive. Say it more like nein, Sie liegen falsch. Try to say it carefully, then people don't misunderstand it and won't think you just want to fight. Vielleicht. Maybe. Yeah, that's a very vague answer for anything. It doesn't really help anybody if you say vielleicht. Hey, do you come to my birthday party tomorrow? Vielleicht. Oh, do you want to go shopping with me next week? Vielleicht. See, it's not like a very satisfying answer. Maybe it's sometimes a good option if you don't want to disappoint a person by disagreeing, but you also don't want to agree, so you just say, vielleicht. Call me, maybe. Ruf mich vielleicht an. Ich stimme nicht zu. Nein. I don't agree. No. That makes it really clear that you're really not agreeing. It's important to make your point clear. It's important to not only agree for the sake of agreeing. Sometimes you have different opinions, and then it's important to stand up for yourself and say, hey, I don't agree. Ich stimme zu. I agree. Yeah, very easy. I agree. Whatever you agree on, you can say, hey, I agree. Ich stimme zu. Ich stimme zu. Nobody will complain about you agreeing. I agree. Sometimes I talk too much here. See, I hope you disagree. Das ist wahr. That's true. Das ist wahr. Yeah, it's like, Mom, even if you knew it before or not, but wow, that person has a point. So I hope I could help you with it in this lesson. I hope you had fun. Leave your comments, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and then I see you next time. Ciao, ciao. And don't say maybe. Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Henrik. Welcome to a new episode of German Pod 101. Summer is coming in Germany. I'm not even wearing a jacket anymore. So our lesson today will be about 10 things to do in Germany in summer. Enjoy. Okay, first word for today is ins Ausland reisen. To travel abroad. Ich reise gern ins Ausland. I like to travel abroad. We do love traveling abroad. Am Strand entspannen. To relax at the beach. Am Strand kann man sehr gut entspannen. You can relax very well on the beach. Yeah, I prefer doing active stuff outside, but for those who like to relax at the beach, we have two beaches, or like two big beach areas up in northern Germany. So, come here and relax at the beach. Number 3, and that's a good one. Mit GermanPod101.com Deutsch lernen. To learn German with GermanPod101.com. Mit GermanPod101.com Deutsch lernen macht viel Spaß. Studying German with GermanPod101.com is a lot of fun. Yeah, cool thing is, you don't even need summer and good weather. You can do it all around the clock, all year long, whenever you want. It's amazing. Okay, number 4 for you guys. Lernen, wie man deutsches Essen kocht. To learn to cook German food. In Deutschland lernt man schnell, wie man deutsches Essen kocht. While in Germany, you can learn very quickly how to cook German food. Oh, and I love food. Eating is one of the best things in the world, right? My favorites here in Germany are Currywurst, Bratwurst, Weißwurst, Thüringer Wurst, Mettwurst, Wurst, sausage. We have so many of them. Come here and try it. Have I just talked about sausages? So that raised my appetite. The next one I'm going to give you accordingly. Grillen, to have a barbecue. Im Sommer grillen wir am Strand. We are going to have a barbecue on the beach in summer. Oh, I do love barbecues. And yes, we even have beaches here in Germany. So once you come here to have a barbecue on the beach, make sure you give me a comment, give me a call. I will be around. Number 6. Die ganze Nacht feiern. To party all night. Als ich noch jung war, habe ich öfters die ganze Nacht Party gemacht. When I was young, I often partied all night long. Oh yeah, I love it. I still do. Who doesn't? Party all night. Right? Like some traditional German dances for party all night. Number 7. Not counting so much for me. Sich bräunen. To get a tan. Ich bräune mich gern im Sommer. I like to get a tan during summer. Yeah, I don't, honestly. As you see, I'm pale white. If I try to tan, I will just look like a giant red lobster. Fiery red. I'm more of a Viking. The next one is wandern gehen. To go hiking. Wandertouren sind unterhaltsam und gesund. Hiking tours are fun and good for your health. This is true. I do love hiking. And I'm gonna show you something. Look around here. You see in the very back, you can guess there are some mountains. That's my hometown. That's the Harz Mountains of Germany. There you can have a good hike. Number 9. In einem Teilzeitjob arbeiten. To work a part-time job. Während meiner Studentenzeit habe ich einen Teilzeitjob gemacht. During my time as a student, I worked in a part-time job. If you don't feel like doing a part-time job, you could also be a full-time GermanPod101.com student. How about that? Number 10. Mit Freunden Spaß haben. To have fun with friends. Am Wochenende habe ich immer Spaß mit Freunden. On weekends, I always have fun with friends. Remember number 6? Die ganze Nacht feiern? Oh yeah, I got the moves. Guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed our session about 10 things to do in summer in Germany. If you liked it, subscribe to the channel. If you want to tell me more about what you do in summer, just leave a comment and then I'm gonna see you next time. Ciao, ciao.
Want to speak real German from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at GermanPod101.com.
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Henrik Stübbenau. Welcome to a new episode of GermanPod101.com. I'm here on my beautiful balcony, but I thought instead of just laying in the sun doing nothing, I prepare another lesson for you. So what's up for today? I'm gonna teach you the top 10 must-know vocabulary for the restaurant. In case you're hungry, you want to get out, or just like have a nice dinner with your girlfriend.
Kellner, waiter.
Kellner, waiter. Kellner, die Rechnung bitte. Waiter, the bill please. Yeah, that's when you're asking for the bill. That's the sad part about the waiter, he wants to be paid. Yeah, honestly, here in Germany, many people even have to work as a waiter while studying or before really making the big money. You need some money, so it's very common to go to restaurants, bars. I worked for a Fahrtfuß chain, the one with the big golden M. Yeah, I worked there a little bit as a waiter. Some people love it. For me, it was not the most fun, but at least I was happy when I could, yeah, when the people asked for the bill, because I knew I was doing it for the money.
Speisekarte, menu.
Next one is Speisekarte, menu. Kann ich bitte die Speisekarte sehen? Can I see the menu? Yeah, so that's also very important if you go to a restaurant and it's not just this fast food chain where you already know what to order, milkshake, fries and some cheeseburgers. No, if you go to a real restaurant, then of course you want to see the menu, check out what they have. Maybe they have a special offer for the day, or especially when you're traveling, when you come here to Germany where you can actually use those words, then of course, oh, you might want to try some real German classic food, like Bratwurst, Currywurst, or Schnitzel. Yeah, then ask for the menu, für die Speisekarte, and you'll find out what's the best choice, right?
Bestellung, order.
Next one, Bestellung, order. Rufe an, eine Bestellung aufzugeben. Call to place an order. Yeah, this is also very common, for example, all those pizza places where you just call, so it's like delivery restaurants basically, so you don't have to go there, look at the menu and eat in the restaurant. You can also easily order from home by phone and they deliver the food. It's like, yeah, if you want to have a nice evening in front of the TV, yeah. Pizza is the best example. Like mostly when I eat pizza, it's ordered pizza. Yeah, what's better than having a big family picture, your girlfriend and a glass of beer watching a cool movie on a sunny evening.
Wasser, water.
Wasser, water. Bitte bringe mir mal ein Glas Wasser. Please bring me a glass of water. Here you gotta be careful in a restaurant. If you order water, you always gotta pay here in Germany. I know in many other countries it's included, like you can get water for free everywhere, even sometimes Coke or Sprite. Now here in Germany, whatever drink you order, you will have to pay it. So if you just want to order water because you think it's free, yeah, they know it will appear on the bill. So just order what you really want to drink.
Hauptgericht, main course.
Hauptgericht, main dish. Das Hauptgericht heute Abend ist gegrillter Fisch. Tonight's main dish is grilled fish. Oh, I do love fish. I do love grilled fish. I don't know about you. We have a little fireplace here at my place. So what I did with friends sometimes, I have one friend who goes fishing, so he brought a few very fresh fish. And then, yeah, we put them on sticks and we grilled them. So homemade grilled fish was our Hauptgericht, our main course.
Nachtisch, dessert.
Okay, the next one after the main menu follows the dessert. Nachtisch. Wir essen jeden Sonntag bei mir zu Hause Kuchen zum Nachtisch. We eat cake at my house every Sunday night for dessert. I'm not a big fan of desserts usually. I don't like so much sugars and all the sweet. I'm more fan of salty stuff. But actually this phrase, we eat cake at my house every Sunday night for dessert, kind of reminds me indeed of what I like. Being with my family, having coffee, having cake in the afternoon. Yeah, for those opportunities I become somebody who really likes the sweet stuff. Not a big fan of ice cream or chocolate too much, but a piece of cake with a cup of coffee, yeah, I wouldn't say no to that.
Küchenchef. Chef.
Next one, Küchenchef. Chef. Der Küchenchef bereitet das Essen zu. The chef is preparing the dish. Yeah, Küchenchef is like a big word in Germany. It's correct, but also most people in generally you just say the cook, der Koch. Yeah, Küchenchef is correct, even especially if it's in a big restaurant. They do really like quality food, and he has a big team of cooks because it's just too much to do on his own. So probably he would feel like insulted just calling him a cook. Yeah, Küchenchef could be literally translated also as the boss of the kitchen. That makes sense in an environment where he has many co-workers. But if it's just a chef, just like a single person cooking, then we would rather say Koch, which is cook.
Fast food. Fast food.
Fast food. Fast food. Ja, also in Germany we say fast food. Burger und Pommes gelten als fast food. Burgers and fries are considered fast food. Indeed. Yeah, I mentioned this earlier. It's just like when you go to McDonald's or, I don't know, Burger King, whatever, any fast food restaurant, you don't really check the menu. Only maybe sometimes if you're not sure what you want to take, but in general you will know you have a burger, fries, and probably a Coke or a milkshake. Yeah, everybody loves fast food, just don't eat too much of it, otherwise you will get problems with your heart, your blood pressure, I don't know, your body, everything. But yeah, every once in a while it's pretty delicious. Huh?
Restaurant. Restaurant.
Next one, Restaurant. Restaurant. Unser Lieblingsrestaurant ist heute Nacht voll. Our favorite restaurant is full tonight. Used this word a few times already in this lesson today. Restaurant. In German it's the same word with a different pronunciation. Restaurant. It's not a German word. I don't think it's a real English word, but commonly used in most Latin languages at least. Do you have a favorite restaurant? I do. Here in my town it's the Australian one. It's awesome because they have all these Australian burgers with like kangaroo meat or emu meat, and they have cocktail happy hours twice a week. So sometimes they have like a little live music going on. So yeah, that's definitely my favorite restaurant, and whenever I have guests over and I want to show them something cool, take them to my favorite restaurant, that's the place where I go.
Lecker. Delicious.
Next one, lecker. Delicious. Schokoladenkuchen ist ziemlich lecker. Chocolate cake is pretty delicious. Oh yeah, I love this whenever I eat food and it's so delicious. I say, lecker. But for me, it wouldn't be chocolate cake in the first place which I would place here. It's more like, yeah, a piece of raw meat. No, it looks like a raw meat. No, more like, I don't know, like, but yeah, meat, like a chicken wing or salty stuff, really. Like a burger. I know I said don't eat too much fast food, but from time to time it's just really delicious, super lecker. So yeah, but if you prefer the sweets, then Schokoladenkuchen, chocolate cake is what you should go for. Don't want to talk too much around it. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. If you want to like add anything, if you say, hey, this was stupid, or I prefer chocolate cake to chicken wings, leave a comment, tell me about it. Subscribe to the channel, GermanPod101.com, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.
Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Henrik. Welcome to a new episode of GermanPod101.com. I've got some cool stuff for you today. We're gonna learn top 10 phrases your parents always say. Once you're a parent, you know that's useful stuff. Let's go.
Sei vorsichtig. Be careful.
Sei vorsichtig. Sei vorsichtig. Be careful. I myself heard this a lot as a kid. I guess all the parents say this all the time because they want the children to be safe. But it's just natural for children. They want to play in the dirt, they want to play with sticks, do some stuff that's maybe a little bit dangerous. So you're always gonna hear, sei vorsichtig. Be careful. So I'm the one telling, be careful. But yeah, I was once the one always listening to it. Be careful.
Sei still. Be quiet.
Sei still. Sei still. Be quiet. That's a bit more like an annoyed one if you're really sick of your kid, like, and then you say, be quiet. Sei still. Yeah, it's not very nice to say, that's for sure, but I think many parents know the situation when the kid always wants all the attention and maybe you're focused on something, so you just want it to shut up. So you say, be quiet. Sei still. Try not to say it, it's not so nice, but at some point you just cannot stand it anymore, so you say like, oh, be quiet, sei still.
Benimm dich. Behave.
Benimm dich. Benimm dich. Behave. Actually, not only kids hear this from their parents. I could say, like, my girlfriend tells this to me, like, oh, come on, Henrik, behave. Yeah, so for little kids and for big kids.
Mach deine Hausaufgaben. Do your homework.
Mach deine Hausaufgaben. Mach deine Hausaufgaben. Do your homework. Actually, that's not only parents saying, also your teachers. I'm your teacher, so please, do your homework. Oh wait, I'm not giving you homework, right? I should work on that. I come up with some next time, okay?
Geh ins Bett. Go to bed.
Geh ins Bett. Geh ins Bett. Go to bed. Well, as I'm a young parent myself, I know that's a very hard one, because my little boy never wants to go to bed. I can understand, I like to stay up late, so probably do you, I don't know. But yeah, important to know, but I think even knowing this sentence, it doesn't really help a lot, because just by saying go to bed, I rarely see an effect on this. Yeah, you have to come up with something better than just saying go to bed to make a kid go to bed, really. That's my experience.
Ich werde bis 3 zählen. I'm going to count to 3.
Ich werde bis 3 zählen. Ich werde bis 3 zählen. I'm going to count to 3. Not sure if that really works with most of the kids. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next one.
Aufhören. Stopp.
Aufhören. Aufhören. Stop. If you think now that also our traffic signs, the stop signs would say aufhören, no, they're also stop. But it could be more like stop it. Hör auf. Aufhören. You could say both. You could say aufhören or hör auf. I think the hör auf is a bit more like sounds strict and direct. So like really stop it. Don't stop watching. Nicht aufhören.
Schalte den Fernseher jetzt aus. Turn the TV off now.
Schalte den Fernseher jetzt aus. Schalte den Fernseher jetzt aus. Turn off the TV now. Yeah, so I personally was never really allowed to watch that much TV, so I know this one. But I think it's good. Children shouldn't always just watch TV. They should rather watch YouTube, German Pod, or something like that. So turn off the TV, turn on German Pod 101. There you go.
Was habe ich gerade gesagt? What did I just say?
Was habe ich gerade gesagt? Was habe ich gerade gesagt? What did I just say? Classic. Oh, what did I just say? Again, probably parents are being pretty serious when they say, what did I just say? They really want to do the stuff that you're supposed to do. What did I just say? Next one.
Hast du deine Zähne geputzt? Did you brush your teeth?
Hast du deine Zähne geputzt? Hast du deine Zähne geputzt? Did you brush your teeth? Yeah, always brush your teeth. Otherwise, the bad bacteria come and you get that tooth pain, all the stuff you don't want to. So yeah, could be a parent saying, could be the dentist. Either way, very important. Always brushing your teeth in the morning, in the afternoon. Did you brush your teeth? Anyways, let me stop here with all the strict parent sentences. I hope you liked the lesson. Subscribe to the channel or leave a comment. What could I improve? What did you like? What didn't you like? Probably the be quiet wasn't your favorite because, yeah, you can speak up now again and do your homework. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye.
Hi, Anja here. Welcome to Top Words. Today we'll be talking about 10 phrases to use when you're angry. So the first one will be, es geht dich nichts an. It's none of your business. Es geht dich nichts an. It's none of your business. So many people say it by themselves if they don't want to get too intimate about an issue, if they don't want to come too close to someone. So the next one is halt den Mund, shut up. So, I mean, it's not very nice to say to someone halt den Mund, lass mich in Ruhe, leave me alone. Lass mich in Ruhe means leave me alone. So this one you say if you just want to be alone by yourself, if you don't want to be bothered by anybody, but also if you're angry and maybe had a fight with someone and then you just don't want to continue the fight anymore, you just don't want to get attacked or offended anymore, and you say, okay, just leave me alone, I'll go into my room and please don't disturb or bother me. Willst du mich veräppeln? Are you kidding me? Willst du mich veräppeln? Are you kidding me? So actually, you don't really say veräppeln. That's not a very common way to say. Maybe they said it like that many years ago. Or older people might still say veräppeln. Was auch immer. Whatever. Was auch immer. Whatever. So this also depends on the context. You could say that during a fight. If you want to stop arguing with someone, you say, okay, just whatever, was auch immer. Or you could say it if you are explaining something, but I don't know, you don't really, you can't find the words or something, and you can also say, okay, it was this and that, was auch immer. Doesn't really matter. If it's not that important, then you can use that too. Hör auf damit. Cut it out. Hör auf damit. Cut it out. Okay, this phrase can be used in many contexts. For example, parents might say that to their children if they're doing something wrong, or yeah, if they don't behave well, they just say, hör auf damit, don't do that. Just cut it out, stop that. Ich will nicht mit dir reden. I don't want to talk to you. Ich will nicht mit dir reden. I don't want to talk to you. So I would say in most cases you say that after a fight. You say, ich will nicht mit dir reden, or ich will nicht mehr mit dir reden. I don't want to talk to you anymore because you had enough. It's actually, I would say it's pretty hurtful if someone says that to you. It can be a long time after you had an argument with someone, and maybe someone comes up to you and wants to apologize or just wants to talk to you and say, ich will nicht mit dir reden. Ich will gerade nicht mit dir reden. I just don't want to talk to you right now. Ich bin verärgert. I'm upset. Ich bin verärgert. I'm upset. So I would say you don't say that very often. If there was a situation before that made you angry, you could just talk to a person and say, I'm so upset. Ich bin so verärgert. Na und? So what? Na und? So what? So na und is not doesn't sound very angry. It can be used in a very normal context, in a natural way. Maybe a person tells you a story and she's so mad about something and you say, na und? It's not that terrible. What are you so mad about? Like, yeah, so what? So what's the matter? There's no issue like that. So it's basically like, so what? No big deal. Was glaubst du, wer du bist? Who do you think you are? Was glaubst du, wer du bist? Who do you think you are? So this sentence you could use if a person acts very arrogant, keeps telling you instructions, or wants to make you obey or something. Then you could say, was glaubst du, wer du bist? Like, who do you think you are? Yeah, don't treat me like this. I don't deserve it. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't heard many people saying this. I don't know if you use that very often, but I think it's a funny way if you really, if you are in that kind of situation and you say, who do you think you are? Was glaubst du, wer du bist? I think that's really funny to say. It would be funny from the outside to see that kind of situation. Probably not if you're within the situation. All right, so these were the 10 phrases you use when you're angry. What makes you angry? Let us know in the comments. Also, subscribe the channel if you liked it. So if you want to see more videos like this, just check us out at GermanPod101.com. My name is Anja and I'll see you in the next video. Tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal.
Hi guys, welcome to German Top Words. This is Elisa and today's topic is 10 ways to remember words. Let's get started right away. Ich höre Lieder und lerne die Liedtexte auswendig. I listen to songs and memorize the lyrics. Yeah, that's true. I wrote them down actually and yeah, it's like a good way, I think. Ich lerne den Ursprung der Wörter näher kennen und wie verschiedene Wörter miteinander verwandt sind. I learn about the roots of words and how different words are related to each other. Where is this from? How can I use it differently? I think too, if you know the meaning of a word, that it's very easy to memorize. Ich lese, schreibe und wiederhole Wörter immer wieder. I read, write and say words over and over again. Well, it's kind of like school. I don't know if you remember, but when I learned, for example, another language, the teacher always made us write like a vocabulary list, words, the meaning, and how to write it. So I think it's a really, really good way to memorize words. Ich schaue oft TV oder YouTube-Videos, die für Kinder gemacht sind. I often watch TV or YouTube videos that are designed for young children. I actually learned English through Harry Potter, which I read all of the books. Ich spreche so oft wie möglich mit Muttersprachlern. I speak as often as possible with native speakers. I really recommend this because native speakers are very natural in their way of even talking, the body language. So I think if you have a chance to talk to native speakers about your everyday life, that's the best way actually to study a language. And of course on the side you should study grammar and all the important things so you can actually talk to the native speaker as well. But I think it's one of the best ways to remember and just get the everyday life language. Ich verbinde neue Wörter mit Wörtern, die ähnlich in meiner Muttersprache klingen. I associate new words with words that sound similar in my native language. Yeah, I think that's something that you do naturally actually when that's what I do in English. I translate it in my head in German automatically. And it's actually interesting to see how many languages are very similar to each other. I think this is a really good way to remember new words and use them. Ich versuche, auf Deutsch zu denken, damit sich meine Denkweise anpasst. I try to think in German, so it becomes natural to my thought process. Yeah, this is, I think, a little bit harder maybe, but it's definitely worth a try because your thoughts are something you maybe like can't really control, and so if you really think in German it just becomes more natural to speak. So definitely try to think in German and maybe write things down so you memorize them and use them. Ich versuche routinemäßig die Sprache auf mein tägliches Leben anzuwenden. I try to use the language routinely in the context of my daily life. Yeah, that's I think very important to just going to the supermarket, writing down what you need in German, or just your everyday when you wake up and just think of your every task you want to do, or if you just think or write it down in German, it just makes much more of a difference. So viel wie möglich zu lesen, vor allem Zeitung, hilft mir dabei, sich Wörter zu merken. Reading as much as possible, especially the newspaper, helps me to remember words. Once you can read and understand the newspaper, it's very advanced, and so I recommend that as well. Even reading in general makes such a big difference. Ich verbinde Wörter mit Zeichnungen, Bilder und lustigen Szenen. I associate words with drawings, pictures and funny scenes. Yeah, this is something I really actually do because I am a very visual person, and I believe if you visualize something, it's just in your head easier. Thank you for watching the 10 ways to remember words. I hope you tune in again and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Bye. Hi, my name is Elisa. Welcome to 10 Reasons to Learn German. Es ist eine schöne Sprache. It's a beautiful language. Es ist eine schöne Sprache. It's a beautiful language. I'm sure that's one of the reasons why you are learning German as well. Ich lebe in dem Land, wo die Sprache gesprochen wird. I live in a country that speaks the language. Ich lebe in dem Land, wo die Sprache gesprochen wird. I live in a country that speaks the language. If you come to Germany and want to learn German and study German, I mean, since you are in Germany, it would be, of course, easier to get around, even in the supermarket or just different kind of things like getting on the bus, on the train, and finding your way. It's all in German, so it's a good reason to learn German. Ich lerne die Sprache, jemanden damit zu beeindrucken. I'm learning the language to impress someone. Ich lerne die Sprache, jemanden damit zu beeindrucken. I'm learning the language to impress someone. To be honest, I don't think that's a good reason because you should impress yourself. You should do it for yourself, not for anybody. And it's your own challenge. And, you know, I always have these little challenges I do, and if I overcome them, I'm happy. Ich liebe die Kultur und Menschen, die diese Sprache sprechen. I love the culture and the people who speak the language. Ich liebe die Kultur und Menschen, die diese Sprache sprechen. I love the culture and the people who speak the language. Well, who doesn't love Germans, right? And Germany, it's a beautiful country. The people are really friendly and nice. And if you have questions, they'll always help you. Ich liebe es einfach, Sprachen zu lernen. I just love learning languages. Ich liebe es einfach, Sprachen zu lernen. I just love learning languages. Yeah, some people are really talented with languages and they want to learn more. They enjoy studying different languages. Ich liebe es zu reisen. I love traveling. Ich liebe es zu reisen. I love traveling. Yeah, I think that's very important actually. When you travel, you should definitely know a little bit of the language or the country you're traveling to. I just think it's nice to know the basics if you travel to Germany. Germans mostly, of course, speak English, but I think they're also happy like to see if somebody is kind of really trying, and it just puts a smile on their faces. Ich möchte meine Lieblingssongs, Filme und TV-Sendungen verstehen. I want to understand my favorite songs, movies and TV shows. The younger generation is really getting into movies, especially in Berlin, and there's a lot of movies and like dramas and TV shows, and of course, in order to understand, I think it's important to learn German. It's also a good way to learn German, I think, if you are learning German, to watch the movies and TV shows in German. Ich möchte meinen Horizont erweitern und internationaler werden. I want to open my mind and become more international. Ich möchte meinen Horizont erweitern und internationaler werden. I want to open my mind and become more international. I think this is my favorite reason. I think too that it's so important to be aware of the whole world, the different cultures we have, and, you know, become more like a international person. And I think if you learn a language, you also kind of learn a lot about the culture and the way people live. And if you want to open up your mind more in your way of thinking, I think it's very important to learn a new language. Ich möchte mich gerne mit der Familie meines Partners auf ihrer Sprache unterhalten. I want to speak to my partner's family in their language. You might be dating a German but you're from another country, so of course you get interested in the culture and the language. I think that's a normal thing, and in order to speak with their family or, you know, spend time on certain holidays, it's important to know their language. And if that's a reason, let me know. I'm curious if you're maybe dating a German and that's why you're actually studying German. Meine Familie kommt aus der Umgebung, wo die Sprache gesprochen wird. My family comes from a place where the language is spoken. Meine Familie kommt aus der Umgebung, wo die Sprache gesprochen wird. My family comes from a place where the language is spoken. I have some friends too who are part German, but they grew up in the States maybe, and they don't know any German, so they're interested in the country and culture, so that's the reason why they study German. What is your reason for studying German? I would love to know. Maybe it's another totally different reason, or maybe it was one of the reasons I just stated. Let me know. I'm curious, and hope to see you soon. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye. German.
Want to speak real German from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at GermanPod101.com.
Hi, it's Lisa. Welcome to the top 10 phrases to amaze native speakers. Let's begin. Außer Deutsch kann ich auch ein paar andere Sprachen sprechen. Apart from knowing German, I can speak a few other languages as well. Außer Deutsch kann ich auch ein paar andere Sprachen sprechen. Apart from knowing German, I can speak a few other languages as well. I'm curious to know what other languages you can speak or you're actually learning besides from German. Danke, aber ich bin eigentlich kein Muttersprachler. Thank you, but I'm not a native speaker actually. Danke, aber ich bin eigentlich kein Muttersprachler. Thank you, but I'm not a native speaker actually. That is an answer if somebody thinks you're actually German or you talk like a German native speaker. So that's a big compliment, I think. Deutsch macht Spaß und ist einfach zu lernen. German is fun and easy to learn. Deutsch macht Spaß und ist einfach zu lernen. German is fun and easy to learn. Of course, that's something I would love to hear. If something is fun, it gets easy. So if you're enjoying German, I think you're being in a good mood, and then it gets easy because you're actually wanting to learn. Ich habe alles genau verstanden, was du gesagt hast. I completely understood everything you said. Ich habe alles genau verstanden, was du gesagt hast. I completely understood everything you said. I think that's something really nice if somebody's still learning German and you talk to them like you're talking to a native speaker and they tell you, wow, I really understood everything. That's something that's a big compliment. But it's also a big compliment for you because it means that you understood everything. Ich habe nur ein Jahr gebraucht, fließend zu werden. It took me only 1 year to become fluent. Ich habe nur ein Jahr gebraucht, fließend zu werden. It took me only 1 year to become fluent. If you've become fluent in a year, that's amazing. Ich kann deutsche Filme ohne Untertitel gucken. I can watch German movies without subtitles. Ich kann deutsche Filme ohne Untertitel gucken. I can watch German movies without subtitles. I always suggest to watch movies without subtitles because even if you don't understand, it's very visual and you can use your imagination. Ich kann rund 50 neue deutsche Wörter pro Tag auswendig lernen. I can memorize around 50 new German words a day. Ich kann rund 50 neue deutsche Wörter pro Tag auswendig lernen. I can memorize around 50 new German words a day. That is amazing. I mean, 50 new German words. Every day learning new German words is going to help you to become fluent. Ich lerne ganz alleine Deutsch. I'm learning German all by myself. Ich lerne ganz alleine Deutsch. I'm learning German all by myself. I mean, I think I would be a little sad if you said that to me because I hope you learn with me. But of course, it's a very great thing if you can learn on your own a language and study. Ich lerne seit 10 Jahren Deutsch. I've been learning German for 10 years. Ich lerne seit 10 Jahren Deutsch. I've been learning German for 10 years. Many people give up maybe, but in 10 years you can learn so much German. Let me know, how long have you been learning German? In 3 Jahren werde ich Deutsch wie ein Muttersprachler sprechen. I'll speak German like a native speaker in 3 years. In 3 Jahren werde ich Deutsch wie ein Muttersprachler sprechen. I'll speak German like a native speaker in 3 years. I always think it's good to set goals, and because I really think if you work hard for them, you'll make it. So what is your goal in learning German? Have you set any goals? Leave me in the comments. Thank you for watching the 10 phrases to amaze native speakers. I hope to see you soon, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Henrik. Welcome to a new episode of GermanPod101.com. Today, the first time here from Munich. It's my little room I'm living in right now. I moved to Munich for a new job. It's a great city. It's kind of a travel from where I've been before. But according to this, I have a very cool topic for you today. Top 10 ways to prepare your travel. We all love traveling. Probably you love traveling. That's why you take this course, because you want to travel to Germany. If you want to travel, a good preparation is the first step. So, here we go. Reiseziel wählen. To choose your destination. Bitte wähle jetzt dein Reiseziel aus. Please choose your travel destination. So, apparently, if you want to go somewhere, first of all, you got to choose where you want to go. I do this myself this summer holiday. I'm not really sure yet where I should go. I'm thinking on Greece. Do you have any recommendations? I heard the islands are pretty nice. But anyways, there are so many nice travel destinations in the world, so before you get into all the planning stuff, make sure you wisely choose your travel destination. Einen Reiseführer kaufen. To buy a guidebook. Bitte kauf dir einen Reiseführer, bevor du aufbrichst. Please go and buy a guidebook before you leave. And most people, I guess, are going online to search for travel destinations and for where they want to go. Even though I personally really like having a guidebook, because but if you really have something to look in, then it's more, I don't know, for me it's easier to plan stuff. You go page by page, you can compare, and on the internet there's just so much stuff, it's maybe a bit overwhelming, and you never know, okay, this website, maybe just some weirdos wrote, I don't know. But in the travel guide, in the guidebook, you usually have like really well-researched information and can be sure that what they write down there is pretty accurate. I would recommend go buy a guidebook instead of only relying on the internet. I got one of the most important for you. Geld sparen. To save money. Geld sparen ist gerade in jungen Jahren sehr wichtig. To save money is very important, especially at a young age. Indeed, that's a little bit the paradox on here, right? When you're young, you usually have a lot of time. I don't know if you're a student, there's lots of students' holidays. Days off, school holidays, and you have all the time to travel, but there's no money. Later on your work, you gain all the big money, but then there's no time anymore to travel. So kind of difficult to find the good way here. So best thing to do if you're young, having a lot of time, save up some money so that you can go travel. Because once you're working, it gets harder. Also, never underestimate how much you spend in the holiday. It's not only the train, the flight, or the accommodation. If you really want to enjoy your holiday, you should have saved up some money to do stuff where you are, because just by going there and hanging out in your hotel, you don't really need to go there, right? Einen Flug buchen. To book a flight. Wir buchen heute einen Flug nach Spanien. We're going to book a flight to Spain today. So once you've saved up all the money, you can go ahead and book the flight. Make sure you research a little bit on the internet, compare prices. Also, after my experience, Tuesday night is the best day to book the flights. I don't know. Maybe you have different experiences, but for me that's when I find the cheapest fares. Die Kosten recherchieren. To research the cost. Es ist wichtig, dass man vor der Reise die Kosten recherchiert. It is important that you research the cost before the trip. Yeah, apparently before booking the flight you should actually research the cost, then save up enough money so that you can make sure you can have the trip you want. Because as I said earlier, it's not only the flight, it's not only the accommodation, there's so much more that you will spend during your holiday, often like food, okay, you say, oh, I have all inclusive, but still, you want to go, I don't know, like to a bar, to a party maybe, or on a maybe a boat trip, or at the beach just with an ice cream. I don't know, there are many things you want to do in the holiday that you maybe wouldn't do at home. So it's important that you kind of research a little bit what are the costs for all the accommodation and flights, but also what are the costs for the stuff that I want to do at the place I'm going to, so that you can have the best time. Urlaub beantragen. To request vacation time. Rechtzeitig Urlaub beantragen sollte man nicht vergessen. You should not forget to request holiday on time. Yeah, indeed, if you plan on having a cool trip somewhere, make sure that your boss is okay with that. Imagine that, you're planning on your holiday, and then after that you go to your boss, say, oh, can I have some days off? I want to go to, I don't know, a cool place. And then he says, no, I need you. All the planning, all the research of the cost, everything for nothing. Worse, even if you already booked something, this can be very cost intensive. So do the research, ask for vacation, and then book. That's the right order. Unterkünfte buchen. To book accommodations. Günstige Unterkünfte kann man im Internet buchen. Cheap accommodations can be booked on the internet. Yeah, for me this is always when the trip kind of gets real, like, okay, booking the flight is the first cool step, but then if you book like a hotel or a hostel, cool stuff. Or maybe an Airbnb, there are so many options nowadays. This is when you kind of like feel, okay, this is the place really, not only the country or the city, but this is the place where I'm going to stay. Then for me, this is always the exciting moment of, oh cool, like the travel gets real. I know where I will spend my time. I will know where I will be accommodated. It's an important part. Also, there's like a big range of cost. If you compare with prices on the internet, you probably find something very cheap. Many options for whatever you like. Den Reisepass erneuern. To renew your passport. Hast du etwa vergessen, deinen Reisepass zu erneuern? Did you forget to renew your passport? Oops, that's one thing you don't want to miss out on. The guys at the border can be very strict about that. To renew your passport is kind of more important than you might think, because if you haven't been on a big vacation for a long time, you're probably not aware of your validation date of the passport, and then it always takes a while to renew it. So really make sure when you start planning your trip that you also already check your passport. Not that you wake up and, oh, tomorrow's my flight, let's check my passport, and then, oh, shoot, it's overdue. It's something you gotta plan a bit ahead. Einpacken. To pack. Einpacken. Or slower, einpacken. To pack. Du brauchst kein Handtuch einpacken. Das Hotel gibt uns welche. You don't need to pack a towel, the hotel will give us some. Better bring your own towel, I'd say. Depending, I mean, some Airbnbs actually give you towels. I always check if I need a towel because my luggage is always very kind of small and towel is very big. If you don't need to bring a towel, it's perfect. You save a lot of space in your luggage for other cool stuff. To bring up for some souvenirs for your family. Even though also, get back to the main word, to pack, like einpacken. That's also one of the coolest parts to me for the journey. I know, like, many people find it so annoying to pack all the stuff and a bit stressful, but again, like, after you book the flight and have the accommodation and everything, this is the next step when it really gets real that, oh, you usually pack like maybe a day or two before you start going on your vacation, so then you feel like, okay, this is the kind of the start of the vacation, so it's not so stressful for me, but it's kind of enjoyable because the trip gets started. Ein Visum beantragen. To get a visa. Wenn du nach China willst, musst du vorher ein Visum beantragen. If you want to visit China, you have to apply for a visa in advance. Yeah, China is one country, the US also, but as Germans we are quite lucky. I once heard that Germany's passport is the one that needs the least visa. So that means there is the most countries you can just travel to without having to apply for a visa. For example, my girlfriend, she's from Brazil, and I don't know, I like the US, so I want to travel to the US. For me, it's kind of easy. I just have to fill this one paper, send it there, and done. She really has to apply for a big-time visa, so it's a much more complicated process. So I'm quite lucky with my German passport. That brings me to all the countries I want to. Same as checking your passport. Visa is something you should do on time, because it always takes a while until all the stuff is processed. There's like document after sending some stuff to receiving some stuff and another document. So just make sure you plan ahead, do all that on time, and then you will be safe and can start your travel. So this is from me for you the guideline how to prepare and plan your travels. I hope you liked the lesson. Subscribe to the channel, leave some comment. Maybe I forgot some important step in the way to prepare your travel or my travel. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. For me, traveling is so cool. I guess you all love traveling. That's why you love learning languages and are here with me. Make sure you don't forget anything. Make sure to renew your passport, come to Germany, plan ahead, ask for vacation, and then pack. See you next time. Ciao, ciao. Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Henrik. Welcome to a new episode of GermanPod101.com. Today we're going through 10 phrases for surviving back to school. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson. For the good old days, right? Let's go. To start off with Rucksack, Backpack. Trug seine Bücher, Stifte und Papiere im Rucksack. He carried his books, pencils and papers in the backpack. Yeah, see, I have still my backpack from my time at school. I used to have it since 5th grade, I think. To be really cool, I put it this Rolling Stones tongue here. Yeah, you can see it already survived many years. Kind of broken by now. But it did a good job. Rolling Stones. Klassenkamerad. Classmate. Sarah war meine Klassenkameradin in der Schule. Sarah was my classmate at school. I think that classmates are the most important in all the school time. Because, I mean, of course, all the stuff you learn, but you will never get that much time with all your friends and your classmates, like later on when you work. It's difficult to keep in touch, so if you're still in school or at college, appreciate having all your friends around you all the time. Unfortunately, this will not last forever. Hausaufgaben. Homework. Ich mache jeden Tag nach der Schule Hausaufgaben. I do homework every day after school. Yeah, right. I wouldn't do them before class. Of course, most of the homework is to be done at home, but I think all of you know that from time to time, little things are just done right in time before class. Prüfung. Exam. Ich muss für meine Prüfung lernen. I must study for my exam. Yeah, this is probably one of the parts people don't miss so much about time at school or in college. The exam period. It's very stressful always. Study a lot, but come on, most people survived. Next one. Notizheft. Notebook. Ich habe für jeden Kurs ein eigenes Notizheft. I have a separate notebook for each class. Looking here in my school bag, yeah, there is like a notebook. Let's see. It's even brand new, so always prepared for a new class, right? What's that? Looks like some boring math stuff here. And says history. So yeah, I didn't really have a separate notebook for each class. There's everything mixed up in here, but I don't know if this is art or... Yeah, it's better you have a separate notebook for each class. It gets confusing if you mix everything in one. Okay, but let's move on. Schule. School. Ich gehe jeden Werktag zur Schule. I go to school every weekday. Yeah, that's what I did from Monday to Friday. Every weekday or workday I went to school. I've heard when my parents were young they even had to go to school on Saturday. That must have been awful times. So enjoy your living in the here and now. Next one. Studieren. To study. Ich studiere Betriebswirtschaft. I study business management. Yeah, very cliche. Whenever you don't know what to study, study business management. Like, I studied business engineering, a little bit different, but still, I wasn't sure what should I choose, so business always works. Well, if you're more of a creative type, you should probably choose something else. It's a lot about numbers, really. Next one. Es ist der erste Schultag. It's the first day of class. Yeah, some people love it, most people hate it. Like right now, it's summer break here. My little sister, she's 14, still going to school, being on holiday, of course. She's already super sad, thinking of the first day of classes. Other people are just like very happy to see all their classmates again. As I said earlier, that's the coolest thing. You can see all your classmates again. So don't be too sad when it's first day of class. Of course, holiday is nice, but it's also cool to be around your friends all the time. Wir sind in derselben Klasse. We're in the same class.
It's like, you can imagine this, right? You're going to school, like there are new classes, you want to know, oh, am I with my best friend in class? You look at the board and then, oh, it's me here, and then my best friend right next to me, same class, woo, woo, we're in the same class! Yeah, that's how I imagine the school kids to be happy about being in the same class with their friends. Woo, same class, yay! Was ist dein Hauptfach? What's your major? Yeah, going to college, probably this is the most asked question. It's first, what's your name, and then, what's your major? I think some people even would ask, what's your major, before asking, what's your name? So, be prepared to know the sentence, to know the answer for the sentence. You will be asked this very often. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the lesson today. It was fun remembering back all those things back at school. If you have anything to say, leave a comment, tell me what to improve, tell me about your experiences back to school, or what other sentences you want to know, you want to learn. Subscribe to the channel, GermanPod101.com, and then I see you next time. Ciao, ciao.
Hello, my name is Elisa. Welcome to 10 foods that will kill you faster. Ugh. Bonbon, candy. Viele Kinder lieben Bonbons. A lot of children love candy. My favorite German candy is Mauam. I don't know if you know, it has different fruity flavors, and it's very yummy. So if you go to Germany, definitely get Mauam. Fertignudeln, Instant Noodles. In Deutschland gibt es ein Wort, das heißt Studentenfutter. Und die Fertignudeln gehören dazu. In Germany, there's a word called students' food, and it's instant noodles is one of those student foods. Kartoffelchips, potato chips. Ich persönlich liebe Kartoffelchips. I personally love potato chips. You can actually make your own. I sometimes make my own. It's very easy and it's more healthy. So you cut them very thin, but in the round shape still. So you don't really. So you just keep the potato as it is, and then you fry them and just put salt and, if you want, like other things, chili powder or whatever. And here we go. You have healthy potato chips. Margarine, margarine. Die Margarine, margarine. Germans actually love bread, and they love margarine on bread with cheese and ham and marmalade. Actually, Germans, it's very common, they actually put margarine first and then Nutella on top. But it's very good. Mikrowellenpopcorn, microwave popcorn. Mikrowellenpopcorn ist nicht sehr gesund, aber es gibt Alternativen. Microwave popcorn is not very healthy, but there are alternatives. My mom used to make popcorns all the time without the microwave, and it's very easy. Well, you just buy like the corn, like dried corn, and just put it on the oven and wait until it pops. Easy peasy. Soda. In German, there's also Limonade, lemonade, which is, it's actually the healthy version, I think, of soda. It's just with a lot of lemon, and people drink that. And it's common actually in Germany, like kids, when they are trying to earn money, they actually sell lemonade in front of the house. Soda ist nicht sehr gesund für den Körper. Soda is not that healthy for your body. Lemonade. Speck, Bacon. Speck wird oft in Deutschland mit Spiegelei gegessen. Bacon is usually eaten with sunny side up eggs in Germany for breakfast. If it's once in a while, I think it's okay. Tiefkühlkost, frozen meals. Ja, ich denke heutzutage, wenn du viel arbeitest, dann kannst du dir auch mal Tiefkühlkost gönnen. I think nowadays, if you work really hard and you don't really have time, you can once in a while treat yourself with frozen meals. Bratwurst, grilled sausage. Deutsche essen sehr gerne Bratwurst. Germans love to eat grilled sausage. And it's not very healthy, I think, because it's like this grilled with oil and there's a lot of fat. Leberwurst. Leberwurst. So Leberwurst ist eine deutsche Spezialität. Leberwurst is a German specialty. It's actually like a meat paste that you put in on top of your bread. And it's very fatty too because it has like all the pork and fatty pork in it, so it's not very healthy as well. Thank you for watching the 10 foods that will kill you faster. Let me know what is your food that you would think is not healthy and will kill you faster. Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. See you soon. Bye.
Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Henrik from GermanPod101.com and welcome to a new episode. I got some really cool stuff going on today. I'm gonna tell you about the top 10 sightseeing spots in Germany. So whenever you come around, make sure you hit those spots.
Allianz Arena. Allianz Arena.
Allianz Arena. Allianz Arena. Können Sie mir sagen, wo sich die Allianz Arena befindet? Können Sie mir sagen, wo sich die Allianz Arena befindet? Could you tell me where the Allianz Arena is located? The Allianz Arena, that's the stadium of a football club Bayern Munich, and I know many people would disagree with me out there, but that's really not the coolest club. So better watch out for where's the Weserstadion located. That's the one from Werder Bremen. Much better team.
Brandenburger Tor. Brandenburg Gate.
Brandenburger Tor. Brandenburg Gate. Das Brandenburger Tor ist eine Sehenswürdigkeit in Berlin. Das Brandenburger Tor ist eine Sehenswürdigkeit in Berlin. The Brandenburg Gate is a sightseeing spot in Berlin. Yep, very famous one. I would guess probably the most famous German sightseeing spot. This huge gate, like right in the middle of Berlin. Very cool. It's close by many other sightseeing spots. So once you go to Berlin, really make sure you check that out. It's also where the Berlin Wall used to go along. So it's a cool one.
Europa Park. Europa Park.
Europa Park, or maybe Europe Park. Im Europa Park kann man alleine oder mit der Familie viel Spaß haben. Im Europa Park kann man alleine oder mit der Familie viel Spaß haben. In the Europa Park, you can have lots of fun alone or with your family. Yeah, to be really honest, I've never really been there, so see, also shame on me. I'm showing you some sightseeing spots that I don't even know about, but I've heard about it. It's supposed to be very cool.
Kölner Dom. Cologne Cathedral.
Kölner Dom. Cologne Cathedral. Der Kölner Dom ist einfach atemberaubend. Der Kölner Dom ist einfach atemberaubend. The Cologne Cathedral is simply stunning. That's true. Fun fact about the Cologne Cathedral, at one point in history, I think about 1600 something, it was the tallest building in the entire world. Yeah, it's a very cool building, like it pops out of the Cologne silhouette. If you're in Cologne, you can almost see it from everywhere. It's a cool place to go. Unfortunately, almost always covered in some construction things because they always have to keep it in good shape, but it's a cool place.
Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest. Beim Oktoberfest sollte man unbedingt Weißbier probieren. Beim Oktoberfest sollte man unbedingt Weißbier probieren. During Oktoberfest, you should definitely try Weißbier. Yeah, who hasn't heard about Oktoberfest? One of the coolest things Germany has to offer, I would say. Right in the heart of Munich every September, oddly, so I don't know why it's not called Septemberfest. Yeah, I wouldn't go for the Weißbier, it's more the Helles, so-called, like the, some kind of German lager. What you drink there, but yeah, you have this huge 1 liter mugs, and everybody gets very happy after a few of those. And it's the cool thing, if you haven't checked it out, that should be on your to-do list of life. Something very particular. It's a lot of fun. You meet random people from all over the world. They have one weekend. It's even called the Italian weekend. So if you're from Italy, maybe that's the one you should check out. But yeah, Oktoberfest, good stuff. If you like beer, if you're not really into all the party stuff, then don't go check out Oktoberfest. Also, it's not really a sightseeing spot, it's more like a festival over 4 weeks.
maybe 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks. But yeah, if you're up for that, go to Bavaria, go to Munich.
Reichstag. Reichstag.
Reichstag. Reichstag. Die Architektur des Reichstags ist einfach atemberaubend. Die Architektur des Reichstags ist einfach atemberaubend. The architecture of the Reichstag is simply stunning. It's pretty cool. It's close to Brandenburg Gate, as I said previously. Like some of the big sites of Berlin are very close to each other, so you could just walk there in, I don't know, probably 3-minute foot walk. You can also go in and book a tour and go up in the top in this glass ceiling, and then you would look down to where all the politicians sit every day doing politician stuff. Cool thing to check out. Berlin again.
Rothenburg ob der Tauber. Rothenburg ob der Tauber.
Rothenburg ob der Tauber. Rothenburg ob der Tauber. Rothenburg ob der Tauber ist eine weitestgehend erhaltene mittelalterliche Stadt. Rothenburg ob der Tauber ist eine weitestgehend erhaltene mittelalterliche Stadt. Rothenburg ob der Tauber is a largely preserved medieval town. Yeah, again, shame on me, one of those I haven't been to yet, but my parents went there just, I don't know, 1 or 2 years ago. They really like it. It's something special that you have here in many European countries, but also especially in Germany, that you have a lot of medieval towns that are well preserved. So if you're into all this old stuff, then that's a place you should check out. Rothenburg ob der Tauber. What a weird name for a city, isn't it? Yeah, even in Germany, don't think that's normal. I have no idea who came up with that. Yeah, probably some medieval old dude didn't know what to name his city, I guess.
Schloss Sanssouci. Sanssouci Castle.
Schloss Sanssouci. Sanssouci Castle. Schloss Sanssouci ist ein Sommerschloss. Schloss Sanssouci ist ein Sommerschloss. Sanssouci Castle is a summer castle. Also one of those places I actually have never been. It's very close to Berlin, a bit west, so yeah, if you want to like walk your way through this list, you already have 3 sites very close to each other. My parents went. They said it's also a very nice place. They have lots of gardens. You can walk in the gardens, so a good thing to do with your family also. I think it's very similar to the Castle of Versailles in France. Of course, this one is a bit more famous, probably a bit bigger, but from the style, it's kind of what you have in Versailles. So, but yeah, make sure to come in summer. As I said, it's a summer castle, so not so cool to be there on a rainy day, I'd say.
Starnberger See. Lake Starnberg.
Starnberger See. Lake Starnberg. Der Starnberger See ist ein See in Bayern. Der Starnberger See ist ein See in Bayern. Lake Starnberg is a lake in Bavaria. Did I actually tell you I recently moved to Bavaria, right into the heart of Munich, so that's one of the places I really want to check out. I guess it's very beautiful, a bit south of Munich, and on your way right to Italia. Cool place to hang out there. I think there are lots of fancy houses next to the lake. All the posh people of Munich might live there. Yeah, if you like nature stuff, or I don't know if you can go fish there or something, then that's definitely one of the sites you should check out.
Nürnberger Christkindlesmarkt. Nürnberg Christmas Market.
Nürnberger Christkindlesmarkt. Nürnberg Christmas Market. Der Nürnberger Christkindlesmarkt ist einer der schönsten Weihnachtsmärkte in ganz Deutschland. The Nürnberg Christmas Market is one of the most beautiful Christmas markets in Germany. Yeah, true. I personally, of course, I'm very proud of the Christmas market of my hometown. So we have this Christmas forest. There's like a square, and every winter they chop some trees and put them there, like these Christmas trees. And then if you go in, it really feels like in a forest, and you get some molded hot wine there. But yeah, for sure, Nürnberg Christmas market also pretty cool. A thing you could only check out in winter. Don't go in summer to Nuremberg and think you will have the Christmas market. Okay, usually starting probably by the end of November, early December. You know when Christmas time is. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. I hope you get excited about seeing some of the sightseeings I told you about. Many of them I've seen, many of them are really cool. Others I still have to check out myself. See you next time. Subscribe to the channel, leave some comments, and see you then.
Want to finally start speaking in your target language? In this guide, you'll discover the top 7 ways to practice speaking on your own with our lessons. Let's begin. Number 1, shadowing. Shadowing is a proven learning technique where all you do is repeat what you hear in order to practice speaking. So access any audio or video lesson on the site and press the play button to start. Then, as you listen or watch, just repeat the conversations. Or, even easier, read along out loud with the dialogue section. The script is right there in front of you. With our lessons, you can master entire conversations, just like that. Number 2, read out loud. I just mentioned it, but reading out loud is another powerful tactic and deserves its own mention. With every lesson, you get written transcripts and translations. So, as you play the lesson, read the dialogue out loud as you hear it. Why? By reading out loud, you're also practicing your speaking skills. You can do this with the lesson notes, the lesson transcript, or the dialogue tool. With the dialogue tool, you can listen to each line again and again, and repeat out loud until you master them all. Number 3, speed up your reading to speed up your speaking. Being able to speak without thinking is a sign of language mastery. If you're talking to a native and can respond quickly, they'll assume that you're fairly fluent. How can you do this? When you read out loud, try increasing your speed a little bit every time. So, start by reading with the dialogue tool. If you're like most learners, you'll read the first line slowly. That's because you're still getting used to the words, which is okay. Reread it. On your second try, you know most of the words, and you'll read a little faster. Reread it again. On your third try, you'll be even faster, at a native speaker's speed. And being able to read these phrases out loud and fast will help you speak fast. Number 4, record and compare yourself with native speakers. In order to sound like a native speaker, you must imitate native speakers. So here's how. Access the voice recorder, which is in the Dialogue Study tool in every lesson. Click on the microphone icon. Listen to the native speaker's audio, and then record yourself. You can then compare the 2 recordings side by side, and practice and try again and again until you perfect your pronunciation. Number 5, get feedback from our Premium Plus teacher. If you're learning by yourself and don't have access to real teachers, then you can always get feedback from our Premium Plus teachers. With the My Teacher tool, you can record yourself speaking and send the audio file to the teacher. They'll review it and tell you what to improve and how. That's it. Number 6, level up your speaking with Premium Plus assignments. With Premium Plus, you can also get assignments that cover reading, writing, listening, and even speaking from your teacher. These assignments can be tailored to your goals and needs. You get a new one every week, or anytime you're ready for a new one. Number 7, get even more lessons in the lesson library. If you want even more lessons on speaking and conversations, visit our lesson library and under Category, choose Conversation. You'll get all of the pathways and lessons that are focused on speaking. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share it with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. And if you're ready to finally learn language the fast, fun, and easy way, and start speaking from your very first lesson, get our complete learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Click the link in the description. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Hello, my name is Elisa. Welcome to the top hardest words to pronounce in German. Let's do this. Ähnlich, similar. Ich sehe meinem Bruder ähnlich. I look similar to my brother. Is the A umlaut in CH, which you kind of pronounce here. And it's kind of I always explain it as a snake, like so ähnlich. Eichhörnchen, squirrel, squirrel. Yeah, this one is very hard because there's a lot of and then Ich finde Eichhörnchen sehr süß. I think squirrels are very cute. So Eichhörnchen. Hörnchen is the cute form of horns. So if you refer to something kind of cute and little, you always add a chen. Etikettierung, labeling. Etikett is the label, and Etikettierung is if you are labeling something. Mein Schulranzen hatte eine Etikettierung. My school bag had a label with my name on it. Hose, pants, die Hose. Ich habe heute eine Jeanshose an. Today I'm wearing jeans. Streichholzschachtel, Matchbox. It's die Streichholzschachtel. So Streichholzschachtel consists of 3 different words. Streichen, Streich means rub. Holz is wood. Schachtel is box. Feuer anzuzünden, brauche ich eine Streichholzschachtel. To make a fire, I need a matchbox. Über, over. Ich finde mich übercool. I think I am super cool. Ich springe über den Zaun. I jump over the fence. So über can be used as in over a fence, like über den Zaun, but also I am übercool. Like I'm super cool. Überwachung, monitoring. Die Überwachung. You really have to watch something very closely, or so Überwachung. Gefängnisse benötigen Überwachung. Jails need monitoring. Umweltverschmutzung, pollution, die Umweltverschmutzung. Umwelt means environment and Verschmutzung means dirt or dirtiness. And heutzutage sollte sich jeder Gedanken machen über Umweltverschmutzung. Nowadays, I think it's very important that everybody should think of pollution. You don't pronounce every single letter, so it's Umweltverschmutzung, but that's why it's hard to pronounce. Wettbewerbsfähig, competitive. Fähig is something you add to a lot of things if you are capable of doing it. This one is hard as well because the HI is not very common. Fähig. Der Arbeitsmarkt ist sehr wettbewerbsfähig. The work world is very competitive. Zuhören, listen. Ich hoffe, ihr hört mir zu. I hope you're listening now. Usually the Ö is pronounced very clearly, like Ö, Öl, oil. But in this case, since the H is before and the R after, it's kind of like zuhören. Thank you for watching the top 10 hardest words to pronounce. What was your hardest word to pronounce? Leave it in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos with me. Bye! Hello, my name is Elisa. Welcome to 15 favorite words chosen by you. Let's start with the first favorite word. Bitte, please. Bitte, please. Kannst du mir bitte das holen? Can you please bring that to me? My mom tells me a lot. Please, Lisa, today do the laundry. Blume, flower. Blume, flower. That's one of my favorite words too. Meine Lieblingsblume sind Orchideen. My favorite flowers are orchids. Danke, thank you. Danke, dass du heute das für mich gemacht hast. Thank you for doing that today. Du, you. Kannst du heute mit mir einkaufen gehen? Can you go shopping with me today? Freund, friend. Ein guter Freund ist wie Familie. A good friend is like family. Geld, money. Geld macht nicht unbedingt glücklich. Money doesn't necessarily make you happy. Glücklich, happy. Ich versuche immer glücklich zu sein. I always try to be happy. Mich machen die kleinen Dinge glücklich. The little things in life make me happy. Liebe, love. Liebe, love. Ich finde, Liebe ist das Wichtigste zum Leben. I think love is the most important thing in life. Aww. Peinlich, embarrassing. Peinlich, embarrassing. Ich glaube, ich bin oft peinlich, aber es ist mir egal. I think a lot of times I'm embarrassing, but I actually don't care. Platz, place. Mein Lieblingsplatz ist in der Natur und draußen. My favorite place is in nature and being outside. Schadenfreude, malicious joy. Ich finde, ich habe viel Schadenfreude, was sehr gesund ist, finde ich. I think I have a lot of malicious joy, which I think is actually healthy. If you can just laugh at things or at everything and even yourself, that's one of the most important characteristics. Schlafen, sleep. Ich liebe schlafen. I love to sleep. Ich schlafe oft vor dem Fernseher ein. I fall asleep often while watching TV. Schön, beautiful. Ich liebe, wenn das Wetter schön ist und die Sonne scheint. I love it when the weather is beautiful and the sun is shining. Süßigkeiten, Candy. Einer meiner Lieblingssüßigkeiten sind Haribo Gummibärchen. One of my favorite candy is Haribo Gummy Bears. Haribo is actually from Bonn, where I'm born, and it means, well, the founder is called Hans Riegel, and it's Bonn. So it's Ha from Hans, Riegel, Ribo, Bonn. So Haribo. I think everybody who goes to Bonn or should visit the factory of Haribo, because that's where it's from. Natur, nature. Die Natur hat eine heilende Wirkung. Nature has a healing effect. Thank you for watching the top 15 favorite words chosen by you guys. Tell me what's your favorite word and leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos with me, and I hope to see you soon. Bye! Aww. Oh my god, can you cut that though?
No.
Yes!
No.
Hello everybody! Welcome to Top 15 Questions You Should Know for Conversations. My name is Elisa and let's get started. Magst du deutsches Essen? Do you like German food? Magst du deutsches Essen? Do you like German food? Eines meiner Lieblingsspeisen aus Deutschland sind Knödel. One of my favorite German foods is Knödel. It actually is made of potatoes. It's like a potato powder and you boil it in water. It's very German actually. It's called Knödel. Wann ist dein Geburtstag? When is your birthday? Wann ist dein Geburtstag? When is your birthday? Mein Geburtstag ist am 6. Januar. My birthday is on January 6th. It's actually another German holiday. So remember my birthday and send me birthday gifts. I'm joking. Warst du schon einmal in Deutschland? Have you been to Germany? Warst du schon einmal in Deutschland? Falls ihr schon mal in Deutschland wart, würde ich das würde ich gerne eure Geschichten hören. If you've ever been to Germany, let me know your stories and leave it in the comments. Was hast du gesagt? What did you say? If you are learning German and you don't understand the German people when they're talking fast, it's yeah, you can say that, like, was hast du gesagt? What did you say? Was ist das? What's this? Was ist das? What's this? If you don't know a word in German, or if you see something that you haven't seen before, you usually say, was ist das? What's this? So, was ist das? Ja, das ist ein Fernseher. What's this? This is a TV. Oh my God, of course. Wie alt bist du? How old are you? Wie alt bist du? How old are you? Wie heißt du? Wie alt bist du? Yeah, what's your name? How old are you? And if you are trying to get to know someone, and that's a very common question. Wie geht es dir? How are you? Wie geht es dir? How are you? Heute geht es mir blendend. Today I am really great. Wie geht es dir is something that you kind of add to, like, hallo, wie geht es dir? Hello, how are you? Wie ist dein Name? What's your name? Wie ist dein Name? What's your name? Mein Name ist Alisa. My name is Elisa. So what's your name? Remember that one. And don't forget the name, you know. Wie lange lernst du schon Deutsch? How long have you been studying German? Wie lange lernst du schon Deutsch? How long have you been studying German? Ich würde gerne wissen, wie lange ihr schon Deutsch lernt. Yeah, I'm curious to know, how long have you been studying German? Leave me in the comments, since I read them. Wie lautet deine Telefonnummer? What's your phone number? Wie lautet deine Telefonnummer? What's your phone number? I think it's important if you're in a country that you don't know and you're new, you're trying to connect, and so try to meet as much people as possible, get their phone numbers and meet them again. And so remember this question. Wo arbeitest du? Where do you work? Wo arbeitest du? Where do you work? You know, some people who go maybe for a year to Germany to learn the language, they have a side job that they're working on. That's a good way too to learn German, because every day you'll be speaking in German anyways. So, wo hast du Deutsch gelernt? Where did you learn German? Wo hast du Deutsch gelernt? Where did you learn German? Ja, ich würde gerne wissen, wo ihr Deutsch gelernt habt, entweder in der Schule oder vielleicht bei einer Gastfamilie. Yeah, I'm curious to know, where did you learn German? Maybe at a language school, or maybe you went to Germany for a few months with a host family. I would love to know, of course, besides German pod. Where did you learn German? Wo kommst du her? Where are you from? Wo kommst du her? Where are you from? Ich würde gerne wissen, woher ihr kommt. Yeah, I would love to know where you are from. Wo lebst du? Where do you live? Wo lebst du? Where do you live? Ich würde gerne wissen, falls ihr schon mal Deutschland besucht habt, wo ihr da gelebt habt. I would love to know where you were living in Germany when you visited, or if you've been there for a while. Where did you live? Was ist deine Lieblingsstadt in Deutschland? What is your favorite city in Germany? Was ist deine Lieblingsstadt in Deutschland? What is your favorite city in Germany? I don't really have a favorite German city because I have a lot in Germany. Like, I couldn't say this is my favorite city. I think a lot are very pretty and special and very different. Thank you for watching the top 15 questions you should know for conversations. Leave in the comments your answers, and don't forget to subscribe, and see you soon. Bye! Hello, my name is Elisa, and today we're doing the top 25 German nouns. Let's start. Der Name, name. The plural version is die Namen. Mein Name ist Alisa. My name is Alisa. Mein Spitzname ist Lieschen. My nickname is Lieschen. Die Uhrzeit, time of day. Wie viel Uhr ist es? Die Uhrzeit ist 11 Uhr. Der Mann, man, die Männer, men. Die typischen deutschen Männer sind groß und blond. The typical German men are tall and blonde. Die Frau, woman. Die Frauen, women. Die deutschen Frauen sind starke Frauen. The German women are tough women. Die Person, person. Die Personen, people. Die Personen in Deutschland sind sehr freundlich. The people in Germany are friendly. Die Sache, thing. Die Sachen, things. So, Sache, die Sache is more used in written German language. Die Sachen in meinem Zimmer sehen chaotisch aus. The things in my room look chaotic. Die Sache is a very formal way of saying things. So, das Ding, die Dinge is a very casual way of saying thing. I actually use it a lot for everything. Die Mutter, mother. Die Mütter, mothers. Einige meiner Freundinnen sind schon Mütter. A few of my friends are already mothers. Der Tag, day. Die Tage, days. Mein Tag hat heute sehr früh angefangen. My day started very early today. Regnerische Tage, rainy days. Der Moment, moment. Die Momente, moments. Was war dein schönster Moment? What was your most special moment? Die Momente im Leben, the moments in life. Der Vater, father. Die Väter, fathers. Mein Vater ist Deutsch. My father is German. Die Väter in Deutschland lieben es, Bier zu trinken. Fathers in Germany love to drink beer. I'm sure not only Germany, but. Der Bruder, brother. Die Brüder, brothers. Ich habe einen Bruder. I have one brother. Die Freizeit, free time or leisure time. In meiner Freizeit unternehme ich gerne etwas draußen. In my free time I like to be outside. Die Tochter, daughter. Die Töchter, daughters. Ich bin eine komplizierte Tochter. I am a complicated daughter, I think, to my mother. Der Sohn, son. Die Söhne, sons. Der nette Sohn von nebenan. The nice son from next door. Das Kind, child. Die Kinder, children. Ich bin immer noch sehr oft Kind. I am still a lot of times a child. Die Kinder in Deutschland spielen gerne draußen. The children in Germany like to play outside. Das Wort, word. Die Wörter, words. Du wirst jetzt 25 Wörter lernen. You will learn 25 words. Der Kopf, head. Die Köpfe, heads. Okay, so der rollende Kopf, the rolling head. In German, if you do something bad, it's a way of saying die rollenden Köpfe, or your heads will roll. It's the same saying as in German, die Die rollenden Köpfe. Die lustigen Köpfe der Klasse. The funny heads in the classroom. There are always some class clowns. In Germany we call them die lustigen Köpfe der Klasse. Der Freund, friend. Die Freunde, friends. In German could mean my friend or also my boyfriend. Meine Freunde sind super. My friends are awesome. Oh, ist das dein Freund oder Freund? So Freund means, is that your boyfriend or is it just a friend? Die Schwester, sister. Die Schwestern, sisters. Viele meiner Freundinnen sind wie Schwestern. A lot of my friends are like sisters to me. Die Arbeit, work. Die arbeiten, work, as in a plural version. Was ist deine Arbeit? What is your work? Die Woche, week. Die Wochen, weeks. Meine Woche hat sehr gut angefangen. My week started very well. Die kommenden Wochen werden heiß. The next weeks are going to be hot. Der Monat, month. Die Monate, months. Mein Geburtstagsmonat ist Januar. My birthday month is January. Was sind deine Lieblingsmonate? What are your favorite months? Das Jahr, year. Die Jahre, years. Welches Jahr ist dein Geburtsjahr? What year is your birth year? Die letzten Jahre vergingen sehr schnell. The last years went by fast. Das Zuhause, home. Ich fühle mich an verschiedenen Orten zu Hause. I feel home in different kind of places. Die Nummer, number. Die Nummern, numbers. Das ist die Nummer 25 dieser Lektion. This is number 25 of this lesson. Thank you for watching the top 25 German nouns. Make sure to subscribe to watch more videos with me. Thank you. Bye. We're getting like really deep here.